guys? Welcome back to the Movie Geek channel with a very special live stream. You can see I got some guests here, some of my friends, some newcomers here. I'll let you introduce you right now. So we have Al from the Cinema Machine. Yeah, am I correctly?
Cinema Machine, yeah.
You're fine. Nick, yeah. Yeah, Cinema Machine. There you go. Yeah, Nick Toxic, Nathan Hell Movies, and Jackson, who doesn't have any channel. Who needs a channel right now.
But apparently that's how he wins.
Yep. This is how I win.
Yeah. And so today we're going to talk about, you're Jackson. So this is the Criterion Aftermath. So it's been a couple of weeks after the event of the July sale, and we're going to talk about everything that we know we love Criterion. But before we talk about the sale, the news that just dropped this morning, this is a big announcement. That is, Criterion announced they're finally going to jump into the 4K route, which is a big deal, and we can share our thoughts on that. I'm excited. How about you guys? I am really excited for this.
I know Nate's excited because he just kind of predicted this recently, didn't you? So,
well, I was thinking about it. So I'm getting into Orson Welles right now. I'm going to rank his filmography in October, and obviously, people have been talking about Citizen Kane since Michelle. People have been talking about Citizen Kane joining the Criterion Collection forever, and I realized I was like, oh my gosh, this is the 80th anniversary. This is the time to do it. And then I was like, they should announce it for November so we can all buy it.
Yeah,
and it worked out perfectly.
So does it come out in November then?
Yeah, totally.
Oh no way! Then. Wow.
Yeah, I think that one might be a hard one to find around November.
Yes. I'm using my phone right now. I'm trying to switch it over to my computer. So I don't know. I might leave here so that I can get back on through a different device. So sorry about that.
It's okay.
You're good. No problem.
Technology just doesn't love me this week, man.
Those are the best.
We all do. So it says here, it's coming out. Stay tuned for more detail in our November announcement. So you never know, this might come out this year or 2022. So I never thought it would be coming out soon. Like this soon. This is crazy.
Yeah. I'm also curious to see what the 4K Criterions will look like, because the transition from DVD to Blu-ray, they look a little different. And so I'm wondering if 4K will have a new design in general for Criterions.
What will be the design for the Citizen Kane cover? Because that's going to be insane.
I know. Yeah. And what's going to be for the Mulholland Drive and the red shoes? Are they doing new cover artwork? That's what I'm excited for all of it.
I love the Mulholland.
Honestly, it's exciting, but it's not the announcement that I was hoping for.
We all know.
Everyone knows what my hope is.
I'm excited. Oh my gosh. I've been dying for Criterion to finally jump into 4K. It's been a long time. Because everyone's done 4K right now, and Kino Lover as well. Sonic Boutique, they was already done in 4K, not except Criterion. So it's perfect for it. And I'm excited. I really am.
I'm not going to lie, though. Oh, sorry, Al, go ahead.
I was just going to say, do you think if they do decide to hold it off until 2022 or something like that, do you think that people will be more reluctant to buy Blu-ray in November?
Ooh.
I don't think so. I think,
not just Citizen Kane, because
I think there's a lot of people out there that still haven't even upgraded to 4K. I know a lot of people who haven't upgraded to 4K yet. So
yeah,
I mean, I still think that they're going to be able to. I still think there's going to be people who buy Blu-rays, and I think perhaps the reason why we're only getting a limited amount that are going to be 4K is because not everyone needs to kind of be restored to 4K. I'm thinking of my collection. Fantastic Mr. Fox looks great. I don't think it needs a 4K transfer.
Well, and there are already 4K scans on the discs on a lot of the releases. So it's pretty much like they're 4K already if you have a 4K player and 4K TV. But it's with that question, I think that's interesting because it depends on what they would be releasing because people might be holding off because they're like, I'm just waiting until the next round so I can afford the 4Ks so I don't have to spend so much on this round. But I guess that'll just depend on the people.
Yeah, I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
I mean,
I've been ready for people to talk about this.
The one issue I've had in the past with just 4K in general is some of the transfers for 4K. We all know there's good and
great.
Bad. Yeah,
Terminator 2.
Yeah, right. That's
look great.
probably the most glaring. But I think, one of the things is that you can see the seams of movies when they don't take the care. But I don't have that worry with Criterion because they take the care. So I am excited about 4K, whereas some just basic 4K releases, I can't say that I've been that like, okay, whatever it is. And some older movies, and I know Nate probably knows this better than anybody, but some older movies actually look better on Blu-ray than they do their 4K release because they've done is just, popped up the clarity, but they didn't do anything with the blacks. They didn't do anything, they didn't do anything with any other aspect of it. All they did was the brightness and that was it. So, that's it. But this is exciting because now we can show the world what 4K should look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good.
Right.
If I'm being honest, I'm more excited for Citizen Kane being announced than I am the 4K being announced. That's like, and I saw someone else commenting, and I think even Al and Nick, when we were on our roundtable, I think it was Stephanie or someone said something, maybe I might be mixing things up too, but I want to say Stephanie said something that basically to the extent of like, I'm okay with not having 4Ks for the time being because like a lot of people were wanting 4Ks. And I kind of feel the same way. Like, of course, Red Shoes being released, I'm like, okay, now's the chance. Now's the time I should get it because I don't own it yet.
Right.
There it is.
You need to see it. It's so good.
I really do. I love that cover for the Blu-ray too. So I'm really wondering what the 4K will be. But what I'm getting at is I think that someone commented on my post today about the announcement and they said, do you think they'll still release Blu-rays? And I'm like, well, they still release DVDs. So I'm pretty sure they'll still release Blu-rays. Like, I don't think anything's really changing.
Yeah. What do you think the price point will be?
30. I think it'll probably be like $60, and then for the set it'll be like 30. That's my guess.
Much.
I think 35. They're gonna go $70.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
I mean,
totally. Normal 4K when it first came out was every release was 35. But now Disney is the king of 35, and everybody else is doing 30. So if you're gonna buy 4K from the like best companies, they're like Disney and Criterion's. Those are the best two Blu-ray companies, in my opinion.
Is that too rich for everybody? Is that too much?
I agree.
Well, the crazy thing is,
it's already too much.
I agree with.
Well, by
Jackson
the time we're spending
$35,
we're basically paying retail for a normal Criterion after tax. It's $35. That's like half off. That's like insane.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have a special to get us all excited about it. I mean, to get us all in the door. But for that first one, that gateway,
60% off.
Yeah,
with an extra 10% from Barnes and Noble.
Extra. I remember
they won't let you do it.
Kane was originally going to be Spine 1000, right? Like originally,
I think was one
rumor.
We're at like 1,070 or something like that by now. Like we're pretty far in.
People thought that was what was going to be the 1,000.
Yeah.
I think 1,000 was Godzilla box set, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
It was like a rumor thing. Like,
it was.
Oh yeah, because
it totally was. Yeah.
One of the first like 5 on Laserdisc or whatever they did first. So yeah.
Yeah, Criterion is number 1. Yeah.
Because I do have the Blu-ray release. I thought it'd be cheap. So.
If it was number 1 and now it's being released again, does that mean this is the end of the world?
Standard.
I hope not.
Well, I hope it also means that they're going to finally do the Grand Illusion. I want that to be when are we getting our Grand Illusion?
Have they been building up to just Citizen Kane so they don't have to release?
But I'm not going to complain because I'm really happy about this.
I'm happy about it.
We're like, we're done, guys. We're like, wait, are you kidding me?
Nate and I
They're like,
have
this is
talked
it. This is
about-
the collection. You guys wanted it. And we're like, yeah.
Nate and I
This is
have
it.
talked
Goodbye.
about Citizen Kane in the past, and like I'm excited that the movie's coming, to Criterion. I'm of course going to buy it, but the thing is like I still think to this day Citizen Kane is one of the most overrated movies of all time. Don't at me.
I love it.
There's a lot of people with you on that. There's a lot of people that would agree with
film
that.
of all time.
To quote, Jackson knows
I
about
love it.
this, but to quote myself from earlier, someone wrote me that saying that movie's overrated, and I said saying it's overrated is overrated. That's how I feel at this point. But you can obviously, Nick, respect your opinion, but I used to be on that train too. But just like every rewatch, I like it more and more with every rewatch.
Yeah,
and I'm totally on board.
The more I love the movie.
Mm.
It's like the more I think about this movie, the more I love this movie even more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys watch Mank?
I did.
Yeah.
Do you
So-
think they'll
like
release it?
So this would be a good double feature, I think, once this comes out.
Yeah,
And,
they'd have a good release for Mank because they've released other Netflix films, and that would be close to
it
what
seems like they might do it,
right
because they're kind of cheeky sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
David Fincher's on the collection with
Yeah.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
and the game. Don't forget the
And the
game. Everybody
game.
loves the game.
Yeah.
No, I'm forgetting about it. No, I'm just kidding.
two of his
Where is it?
like bottom of the shelf movies, and there you go.
Yeah, dude,
With a
Bernardo,
slipcover.
I got the slipcover too on eBay because I was like, I have to at least justify that they don't have the Criterion case. I need a slipcover at least.
Yeah.
So I
And
try to
has
make
the
it look the
sticker,
best I
like,
can.
The director approved sticker on it. So
To this day, I don't understand that Criterion release at all.
That and Armageddon
I know.
and The Rock. I don't get it.
Yeah,
RoboCop
like I'm.
too.
Oh, true.
RoboCop, yeah.
Honestly, I'm okay with Benjamin Button itself. I'm confused about the release, like the edition. I just don't understand it to this day.
Yeah, I love that movie.
yeah,
I haven't seen it in years.
Paramount. So
Haven't
yeah,
seen
it
it
was
in
released
years,
by
yeah.
Paramount,
Yeah.
but not by Criterion Collection. So that's that. Yeah, this is the
See-
Crazy.
weird.
See, Roberto Benigni's in the collection as an actor in a Jim Jarmusch
Yeah.
film.
Oh, yeah, he
so
is.
where's the love for like?
Hey, good lord.
I'm telling you.
Like seriously.
Do they really
No.
want a Weinstein Company movie in their collection though?
Who cares?
It's released by
You can get rid of the
Miramax.
Weinstein Company label on there. Just plaster some other label on it. Like
Calm down. Keep your hopes up. Just
Hey,
chill.
I got Uncut Gems, so like don't
Yeah,
don't think
anything
that they
can
won't
happen.
ever do it.
anything can
Yeah, never
I
happen.
seen it.
pre-ordered that. I cannot wait. I pre-ordered that. I cannot wait to get Uncle James. Oh my god.
Yeah, it'd
Well,
be nice
Jackson
if they
made a
did Good
point,
Time.
though. Yeah, I like Good
Good
Time
Time
more.
would be
I'm just
nice.
kidding, I haven't
Yeah.
seen Uncut Gems though.
seen Uncut Gems? You can't say
Okay,
anything.
that's our
Don't
opinion,
say
guys.
anything.
That's your
I
opinion.
like Good Time.
It's a good time, man. It's a great movie.
Shut up, Jackson.
Great movie.
Bo Burnham's Inside should be released on the Criterion Collection.
Hey Nick, nobody
Perfect.
asked you. I'm just kidding. That was so aggressive for no reason.
I feel like all of us
God.
just, hey, nobody asked. Hey, Michelle, stop talking.
Let other
Done.
people have some words here.
Yeah, did you hear it? Done. Hope everything's going well on your end, Michelle.
Very soon. I don't hope because the fluid transfer is kind of okay. What I call Life is Beautiful. They need a new transfer, like desperately need a new transfer. Or Life is Beautiful. Great movie though. Depressing.
Well, Nick, I'm kind of wondering. I'm kind of wondering when Life is Beautiful. I want to say when Life is Beautiful because I'm going to be optimistic. When that is released, what's going to be your new Life is Beautiful?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's kind
I
of
don't
what I'm
know.
wondering.
The
I don't
Muppet
know.
movie.
Yeah, Muppets to quote Gavin.
I don't know. It could be the one that I like. I don't know. I don't really have one right off the bat. Like Rear Window would be a nice one, but that's kind of I think a little too mainstream. But that would be amazing. That's
They
one
put
that I
out
definitely
Fast Time
advocate
Ridgemont
for.
High. I mean, I think they can handle another.
True.
Yeah,
I want some more John Hughes in the collection.
Yeah.
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 that would be nice.
Home Alone?
First two would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, yes, please.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm gonna
The
say it.
supplement is Lost in New York. That's one of the supplements. The second movie.
I'm gonna say it, but Uncle Buck is one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah.
Ever
I
made.
love that
Uncle Buck.
movie.
That is a
I agree.
great movie.
Yeah, that movie is amazing.
And I
haven't
love
seen it in a long
Career
time.
Opportunities as well. That's a great movie.
I
It's a
haven't.
hidden gem.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
Yeah.
one.
Hidden gem.
Oh yeah,
So I think it's
love
on
Uncle
HBO
Buck.
Max.
I love. I got the cat, and then we don't have a cat. That's just like one of the mini lines that are so good.
How he makes the most ridiculously
Don't
large
candy that
pancake, and
movie.
it's like, yeah, that would never happen. You would never be
Yeah.
able to flip that. So
I
yeah,
know, it's so
Paul,
true. It's
And they
so
made a
true.
TV show out of it. It's just terrible.
they really made a
What?
TV show out of it.
Yeah, Kevin,
Hold
the
on.
comedian Kevin Meaney was Uncle Buck.
Oh
and-
gosh.
The way they started out the sitcom was it was a sitcom, like, you know, audience and everything, and the parents died. I'm like, oh, that's a way to start a
My
sitcom.
gosh.
Like,
Yeah, like cue in audience laughing.
yeah.
Why
So,
did the parents have to leave initially in the movie?
her dad has a heart
I
attack.
think.
That's right.
Yeah. There's like a family issue.
Yeah, I just watched it with my
Family
grandma the other
interesting.
night for like the 100th time. Yeah, it's great.
I recently watched it a year ago for my John Hughes ranking, but I also recently watched a YouTuber react to it for the first time. So it's like it's all fresh in my mind now.
I think Planes, Trains, and Automobiles should be on the Criterion. It's a great movie.
That's my favorite John Hughes movie. That's my
It's a
favorite
great
one
movie.
right there.
Yeah, same here.
I
man.
haven't seen it yet.
That movie,
Yeah.
John
Are
Are
Candy,
you kidding me?
I haven't seen it.
Nick,
We know
Nick,
this.
we're
We
so
talked
hard
about
on you.
and that's
I
why they
forget
won't
what things you
release
haven't
Life
seen.
is Beautiful, because the Criterion knows
Yeah.
you haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Rhetoric.
There's a number of movies you have
Oh,
to see.
hey!
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got the
Okay.
computer now.
I did it.
Now we can start.
Technology isn't beautiful. I love technology. It's messed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Uncle Buck is great. I would love to see that on Criterion, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But
I would love it though, because think about, I don't know. I feel like they're okay. I'm not saying that Uncle Buck and The Princess Bride belong in the same tier. Personally, I like Uncle Buck more. Nick, don't kill me. But I'm just saying.
Comments don't kill him.
What was that, Jackson?
I said comments don't kill you for saying that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm right
But,
there with you, Nate. I'm right there. I'm right there.
Thank
with
you, thank you. Yeah, but what I'm saying is the fact that they can release like family-friendly PG movies that are so accessible, like
Yeah.
Princess Bride. I think that if they announce Uncle Buck, let's just say I wouldn't be completely surprised. I'm not saying that's happening anytime soon, but that'd be amazing. We just
Honestly,
need John
Nate-
Candy. We need
Nate,
John
it's
Candy.
okay.
Like,
Everyone's entitled to their own bad opinions.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeesh. It's getting
I
tough. in
think
here.
Uncle Buck is Universal Studio release, right?
Oh,
I
I would say I would love for my two favorite
believe so.
movies to get Criterion releases, but it would never happen, and nor should they. That's Empire Strikes Back and Halloween.
And Black
it should
Widow.
never happen, and it won't. And I'm happy with that. That's
Well,
fine.
Halloween's about to get a big Shout Factory.
Yeah, I know. I already
almost-
have it ordered, baby. I'm so
I
excited.
mean, I don't want to be crucified for
I
this, but that
heard
might
that.
be
I
a
can't
better
wait.
than a Criterion for this
No, it
situation.
is.
For this
Honestly,
edition.
For a
Yeah,
horror
yeah.
movie. Yeah.
It
Shout
is.
Factory is like an
Yeah.
even more
Screen-
neat
yeah.
version of the Criterion collection.
It's a
Yeah,
horror
exactly.
version of Criterion. I love Screen
Sure.
Factory.
Yeah.
So
It's like
I
the,
ordered that set. I'm getting the vinyl too, dude. I'm so pumped.
Oh,
Sorry,
nice.
the Shout Factory is like the college
Nice,
kid
Bernardo.
of like
Right
critique.
here. My small Screen Factory collections right here.
Good Lord.
Not as big.
So good.
It's not,
I
it's
don't
not
think
as
I
big
own
as
Shout
others.
Factory.
That and Criterion are my two favorite lines.
I only
Like,
have
I
one.
don't care about any of the other ones.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
I knew
that's
that.
good.
I don't have
Good job.
any.
You should
Neither
definitely,
do I.
like, if you're watching the movie, you should get this one because it actually has the extended cut that wasn't cut by like the producers who like were involved with the movie. So
I'm all for extended cuts unless it's 1941 and I obliviously watch it.
right, like
That movie is awful.
with the plague dogs, like they just like cut brief scenes of just more of the dogs walking around. But the thing is, those scenes are important because they show how like people know more about like the dogs and the plague, and it
Mhm.
frustrates me with that kind of stuff, man. When
Nate, would you watch the extended cut of Tree of Life? Come on, man. You know you want to watch 50 more minutes of it. You know you do.
Wait, did you say 50 or 15?
5-0. There is a
Oh my
50-minute
gosh.
longer cut on the Criterion.
The original cut is long.
I have
Hold
made
on, let me
it a like,
check.
goal to watch. It's only that makes it only a 3-hour movie. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I bought that movie this go around.
So good.
Nice.
Yeah, looking forward to
Right
it.
next to 12 Angry
Have you
Men.
not seen it, Al?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that
I've
movie.
not
so-
seen it. It's one of those ones that just kind of went by the wayside, and I just kept forgetting it was out there. And then I don't know, it just kept calling my name this go around. It wasn't even at the store. I had to hunt it down.
Crucify me. I think it's this generation's 2001. Crucify me.
Hey man, you know,
I know where you live.
I'm yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm excited. I got it though. I'm excited to watch that, and I got the Human
I need to
Condition.
give it
So I've
another
got some.
shot. Oh my gosh, yeah. You
Wait,
got
did
some
you say-
very
did-
deep.
Did you say Human Condition or Human Centipede? I don't know what you said.
I did not say Centipede.
That
and
like, I did not say Centipede.
That and Antichrist are not allowed in my
Yeah,
house.
no, I understand. I understand.
Same
Believe
with
me.
Yeah.
Solo.
Nate and I,
Yeah.
Nate can attest to this.
Masterpiece.
Every
Oh
single
my
time
God.
that we mention
120
days, someone always comments and says, "That's a great movie. You should actually buy it this sale." And we're like, we will never own that. Like, I would literally want to. I'd rather
I'll get Jellyfish Eyes
Bathing
before I get
Chemicals
that.
than watch that.
I have a feeling that's going to come up in a white elephant or like Secret Santa kind of thing.
I will throw it
I'm just
away.
gonna send it to you randomly, Nick. I'm just gonna send it to you.
Are we
Then
talking about
if-
Jellyfish Eyes
Then
now or
I will
Silo?
destroy.
Who knows?
He's going to take Jellyfish Eyes and slide it into a Life is Beautiful slipcover.
So I'm gonna make a Criterion
Jackson
artwork
did
for
that
the
to me. Jackson did that to me for my birthday a few years ago. He sends
Sent
me
you
a
Jellyfish
Blu-ray
Eyes?
copy. No, a Blu-ray copy of War for the Planet of the Apes. And at
Nice.
first I'm like, oh, this is kind of awkward because I already own it. But it's a slipcover. I open the slipcover. It's a copy of Stuart Little on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was
That's
like,
great.
I was like, dude, thank you so much, like faking it. And he's like, open the slipcover. And I open it. I'm like, oh man, I still own it to this day.
I
Wow.
knew when you called me and you were like, dude, thanks. I was like, he hasn't opened it. He has not really
doesn't know
opened
yet.
it because he would not be just thanking me for that.
Oh my
Oh
God.
man,
That's funny. That's a really clever idea.
Bernardo,
Yeah.
didn't you watch The Human Condition recently? You spent like 3 days or something watching it.
How long is the
Sir.
movie?
It's
Yes, I
long.
did.
Like
So-
each movie is around 3 hours long, 4 hours.
Yeah.
How many movies are there?
3.
Yeah,
It's considered one big film, but
Oh.
it's in separate.
it's
big
like
parts.
it's like Show Up, but it's not a documentary, right? Isn't it an actual movie?
Yeah, it's an action movie. Yeah.
Nate, we should do that for a 24-hour movie marathon next year. Woo! All
it's-
12
hey,
hours.
It's
baby.
half of it.
It's- yeah, I know. Well, guys, I just finished my first
Oh
half of the
God,
marathon.
I love this movie.
You gotta
So,
watch
yeah.
Show
Bernardo,
Up and that, and then you're
okay.
like 2 movies
that's
down.
the day. Yeah. Bernardo, is that a thing where it's like, was there a specific part that you liked the most of the 3, or was it just all good?
It's just all good. It's like I
Yeah.
consider one big movie, but you gotta take a break, obviously, because it's like
Of course.
parts.
Right.
So part 1, part 2, part 3, I took it each day because I'm not gonna watch like all one day. That's crazy, but I loved it. Oh my god, it's like everything about it. It's a character depth. Going through a lot. I just love this movie so much. It's my second Kobayashi masterpiece. I love Harakiri and I love Kaidan, but this takes the cake. I love this movie. I didn't get this in the Criterion. I pre-ordered like day 1 because I wanted to see this.
Dude, that's awesome.
You pre-ordered that? That's
I don't think
dope.
I've ever pre-ordered a Criterion. Even I'm such a cheapskate that even if they announced Wonderful Life, I'd be like, can't wait for the next sale. Like I can't.
I've only
I
pre-ordered one.
pre-ordered The Elephant Man, like when it was
Oh,
first
nice.
announced, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this movie's finally like!" Because I love that movie
So good.
Absolutely, like
I watched that for my marathon.
yeah, absolutely.
So depressing though.
Yeah, but like the thing is, I actually watched it after the passing of John Hurt because I've just like
Oh.
immediately had such a connection to him as an actor, and then like 2 months later, after I learned about his work and like loved him as an actor, he just like kicks the bucket, and so like bad timing on my part to really get into his work.
But then again, like what I feel like Elephant Man, like that's like his movie. That's just like I don't know what a movie for his career.
That and Alien, like I love Alien, and the rest of it is great. Come on, you're watching that for that chest bursting scene. You are. You're not watching it for any other scene. You're watching it for that.
And like my friends, like they watched this like show that just happened to have John Hurt as like a talking dragon. Don't question it.
Yeah, Merlin, right?
Yeah, Merlin.
My wife watched
it.
That show's horrible.
Yeah, and so the thing is, like, I'm trying to get into the show, and literally the only thing that's keeping me like continuing to watch the show is the fact that John Hurt plays a talking dragon.
Yeah, it was so uninteresting to me. Like I watched one episode and I was like, this is not for me. But my wife liked the show, so she watched all of it and
good to know.
Well, whenever I bought Human Condition, Bernardo had commented on there just talking about how good it was. So it just amped me up even more for purchasing it. So that's kind of the beauty of all of this, is that we all kind of like, oh, dude, you got that? Like we can kind of see the movies for the first time again through other people's reactions and eyes to a certain degree. It's just so nice. So that's the thing about the Criterion, though. Once you see them, you can't see them for a first time again. That's the only downfall that I've found so far. But
I mean, that's like you know, I always think about like, man, I get so jealous when people haven't seen like my favorite movies of all time and stuff. And like, it's exactly what you said with like Criterion's, like, because there's so many good movies on the collection. Like every movie that I've watched, even like I didn't like The Big Chill, it wasn't for me. Like I can't say it's a bad movie. Like I can't say that it's like, it's so terrible. I haven't seen Jellyfish Eyes. Don't plan on seeing it. I only know what Nate and Jackson have told me about it, but and I've seen pictures and it looks terrifying. It looks really terrifyingly bad.
But my theory is that someone lost a bet at Criterion and they had to, it's like, okay, if you lose this, you have to release Jellyfish Eyes. And they're like, dang it. Like that's honestly my thought process.
And the other person had It's a Beautiful Life. So I mean, sorry. It's they lost. So you're not going to see it. So
is that Life is Beautiful or It's a Wonderful Life?
Life is Beautiful. It's a I put them both together.
You put them together. I was like,
I made an amalgam of both the two of your Life is Beautiful. The other person had bet Life is Beautiful, and the person that bet Jellyfish Eyes won. So
you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that when Life is Beautiful gets announced, when Life is Beautiful gets announced, It's a Wonderful Life is also going to get announced, just because their titles are very similar.
I just made a box set.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Awesome.
Yeah. We're just gonna announce all the movies with life in the title.
Yeah,
including the 2016 space movie.
Oh yeah,
which is horrible.
And then
is it 2016 or 2017? I don't even know.
They're going to announce Afterbirth. After Earth. I mean, I hate that movie.
Pig will definitely be getting released on Criterion, which it should.
Which one? What?
Pig.
Dude, it should. Oh, that movie definitely deserves. That movie's so good. I love that movie.
It was so good. Who's all seen it here?
I've not. No, theater within 40 miles isn't playing it. So
I read Animal Farm. I have seen a pig in my life. If that
Nate, you are a pig. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I appreciate that. Pigs are smarter than other animals.
They are.
If Animal Farm taught me anything, yeah.
But yeah, Pig definitely. I agree. I think Pig
they've released other movies by that company on Criterion. They released Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Mm-hmm. Neon, right? It's Neon, isn't it?
Neon.
Parasite.
Yeah. Parasite.
Yeah, Parasite. That's
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and that's a great movie.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire. It's good. It's really good. I don't feel like I'm ever gonna watch it again, though. If I'm being honest,
I'm gonna watch it.
I really like it, but it's like a one-time watch for me.
I'll space out how many times I watch it. It won't be like constantly rewatched. I do need to watch it again though, because I haven't seen it since it was premiered on Hulu over a year and a half ago.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like we all have those movies that you have to revisit every 2 or 3 years, where it's just like, yep, it's time.
Yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Just plugging that for anybody here who needs to rewatch it anytime soon.
That's more of a every 8 years kind of watch, 9 years maybe. That's the last time I've seen it.
Wait, so in your video for your channel that you put up, Nate, you put that in one of the clips for the Roger Ebert.
I did.
Is that's so? I'm guessing that's part of that series.
Yeah, so that's why I'm rewatching it, because it's in Roger Ebert's top 10 of all time.
So what all are you watching? And
Along
which
with
top
Vertigo.
10 are you doing? Because he did one in like 1995, and then he did another one in like 2010. Which one are you doing?
I'm doing the last one he did, the most up-to-date one.
Okay.
So that includes, I'm not going to be able to list off everything, but it has Aguirre, The Wrath of God, which is why I watched that movie. It has Vertigo, 2001. That's the Raging Bull, has that. And there's a really long Criterion with Dulce in the title.
La Dolce Vita.
Dulce, La Vita, or something like that. I don't know. But there's a few.
Fellini.
Yeah, that's it. No, Dulce.
What is going on? I have
Sorry, I'm glitching. I don't know if I can hear you guys.
No, I'm trying to figure out the comments. Like, I don't know why it's working on my stream viewer right now, because it doesn't show up right now. But okay, I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Yeah, it's saying that it doesn't support comments on a private video, so maybe I don't know how this would be private though, because we're getting comments.
It's public.
Maybe they changed their their thing. I don't know.
Hello, people out there.
Oh, there it is. Found it. I'm an idiot, so.
Nah.
Apparently, Lizard Wizard is Michelle's #1 fan. So hello.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that's a friend of mine. So good to have that support. The thing is, they were putting that in the chat like right as I was having internet troubles. So like, yeah.
If we would have read that earlier, we'd been like, "Who's Michelle? Who's that?" No, I think it's pronounced Nathan, not Michelle. Nathan.
Not working. Okay, yeah.
Wait, Nate, can you hear us?
I don't think so.
It doesn't want me to
I
do it,
heard
so-
that. No, I heard that. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to do it, so.
Can you hear me?
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, it's like so late. The feed, it's very late, very off.
Yeah, well, I cannot do anything with the comments, so I'm sorry for the viewers right now who try commenting on my, the live chat, whatever.
Feel free to
Sorry,
ask the
Ken.
questions, and we can go in later and comment.
Yeah, we can
So-
ask questions later, so we can do
Yeah.
that.
I actually
Yeah.
have the chat open on like a separate sort of thing here.
Ah, look at you, the smart one of the group.
Yay. I have like another tab for that video right now, so I can go live. And then public. It's not public. It's weird. I hate it. Sorry, everyone.
The beauty of live entertainment.
I'm glitching and everything. You can't hear me. Things.
We can hear you, Nate.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you. You just can't hear us for a few
Yep.
seconds.
Don't go to the bathroom.
Look.
Can you hear me now?
The chat is disabled.
I
can hear you.
You can hear me. I have to
Yeah.
ask my family to not use the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Get off the Wi-Fi.
Hey, we get it. The new season.
Get on the
of
freaking
whatever-
Wi-Fi right now.
What is the
We're
new
making a
show that
video.
everybody's into right now? Is it Outer Banks?
I have no
I've
idea.
never seen it. Never heard of. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
I'll never watch it. I have no interest.
What shows? Is that what you asked? Bad Batch is the only thing that I've really. What If, I guess, started yesterday or today, so technically, like, I guess, but
I haven't watched any of the Marvel shows.
I don't
and
really
I do not
watch-
feel bad.
I don't
at
really
all.
watch a lot of TV.
I like watching TV. I just don't like. I think the Marvel shows, from what I've been like hearing from people, they just seem like they're all banking on people to go like, hey, we're gonna tease you with something, and then you're gonna have to wait until the next movie to find out what all this means.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give you 6 weeks of entertainment, and then you're gonna have to wait another 3 months to find out anything about any of this. So it's just, to me, it's just kind of like,
Dude,
yeah.
I have such comic book fatigue. It's not even funny. Like
Yeah.
that's why when I went and saw the Suicide Squad, and everyone was like, "This is the
some
best
people
movie
do,
of the year," I was like, "It was fun," but that's kind of all I feel about it. Like I don't really care to watch it again anytime soon, just because I'm so tired of comic book movies. I'm so tired.
It was
of
fun.
them.
It was fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fun.
I loved it.
Bernardo loved it. What was good? Well, I haven't seen
loved
it, so
it.
what
I
was
loved
good
it.
about it?
It felt like Guardians of the Galaxy, but like unfiltered. Like that. I think that's what's the best part about it. Like the jokes land, and it's got that same like James Gunn flair, and that's cool. But I don't know. It just felt like everything I've seen before. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't know.
Thought it was a lot of jokes with no
That
punchline.
being weird right now.
What's that?
Yeah, my internet's being weird right now, so sorry about that. Excuse me. I need to check that out.
That's okay.
No problem.
The best part of that movie, Al, I'm not even gonna lie, is the fact that he made a character so dumb as Polka Dot Man actually like really fun and like really, really good.
Well, that's what he did with Groot too.
Yeah, Groot.
Yeah,
and even Rocket.
Even Rocket, yeah.
But
all the Guardians.
My biggest problem. Yeah, my biggest problem with that movie was that it felt like it was a little too mean-spirited. Like it was satirical and it was bloody and it was gory and it was like violent with no apologies, but like it felt like it was trying to say something by the end, and by the end I was kind of like, you've made a lot of like really bad satirical choices here that haven't really answered themselves. So I don't think you're really off the hook for making a heartwarming ending, because it kind of gets away with a lot for the sake of not just humor, but the sake of like, oh, it's still a superhero movie, so they still have to do good things. You still have to have them have hearts, and yet they do really horrible things to people. And it's just like kind of didn't sit well with me.
Did you guys see Super? James Gunn's Super?
I did not.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that movie has no apologies whatsoever. You should see it. I saw I was like, Rainn Wilson. Not that I dislike Rainn Wilson. I was
love
just like,
Rainn Wilson, Dwight, baby. Yeah,
but I was just like, as a superhero, I was just kind of reluctant. And then one time, it was just on, and I watched it on one of the streaming platforms, and wow, that movie is just so funny and good and gritty.
Dark.
Yeah,
okay,
dark.
But I will say this about Suicide Squad that I appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
I have always said John Cena is himself in every single thing that he does.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same in this movie, but this is his best performance I've ever seen him in. Like, I kind of separate. Like, I didn't even see John Cena for the first time.
I still love him in Trainwreck. That is still my favorite performance by him. That movie's he's ridiculous in that movie.
But like John Cena's, he's good in it. I mean, he's solid. I mean, the cast is good. Margot Robbie, I love her, but I'm kind of tired of seeing her play Harley Quinn. I really am.
Well, so is she. She's done for a while, I guess.
Yeah, good, because she needs a break from it. I feel like I'm more of not just comic book fatigue, like Harley Quinn fatigue for me. Like we're seeing her everywhere, and I'm kind of just ready for Margot Robbie to be in Wes Anderson's next movie, which I'm excited for. So like that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But like, what did you guys think of the original 2016 one?
Terrible. One of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
What'd you say, Michelle?
Didn't see it. No.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Yeah,
Like,
good, Michelle. You don't need to watch it. It's
like
awful.
I follow the Marvel movies more than the DC films, because with DC, it's sort of like making a bargain as to whether you're actually going to have a good time or not. So
Sure. Yeah.
Throwing shade at DC. Sorry.
I went and saw it, and with some of the guys that are on, I don't know if both of them were there or not, but I know at least Brandon was there. I think Ryan was there from the show, and a few others. But yeah, I don't think they're big comic book movie fans. They love it, and I don't think they enjoyed it at all. I'm not sure what they thought of this new one. They just did a whole reaction video and everything, but I haven't had time to watch it yet. So I'm sure they enjoyed it, because I've seen a lot of good reviews about it, just kind of out there on the internet.
It's fine.
The 2016 one?
No, the 2016 one is horrible.
Yeah, it's awful. Like when she comes in and she's
Wizard agrees.
flailing her arms, dude. I laugh so hard. Like that is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen a comic book character do, and it's just unforgivable.
Wait, Nate, have you seen the 2016 one? I forget.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
I did. So funny story with that.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I didn't have a car back then. I was 16, so I had to walk to the movie theater because no one is picking me up. So I had to walk to the movie theaters. Like it was close by to my house, my own house. So I was walking a hot day in Brownsville to walk to the movie theater to watch Suicide Squad with my friends. And I text my friends, this film better be worth it. After I got out of watching this movie, I was so mad and pissed, and just, nope, this movie sucks. And I had to walk back home in the night because it was not worth it.
That's the worst feeling.
What's the worst theater experience?
That's a movie that should get a Criterion release. Am I right?
Like worst in that, like you just hated the movie you saw in theaters, or just people around you were being rowdy?
Could be a combination of both, or either or.
Like as a movie, I just realized this movie sucks. It's not good. Like I have to watch.
that was.
I guess it would constitute having to be a bad movie, because if you're at home and you're watching a really crappy movie, you can just turn it off. You don't have to sit through it.
Yeah.
Even though I try to give every movie a chance. It's hard to those.
I try to as well. I've seen a lot of crap over the past like 5 years, and it's pretty. Black Christmas 2019. I'll never forget that experience. I go to the theater, and I love the original, and this movie just was. I'm fine with messages in movies. Like I'm fine with that. Like that's what movies are about. But the fact that it's an entire movie that is a message, and it's just clearly simple in your face every 5 seconds. I hated it. And I was like, you're getting away from the spirit of what Black Christmas actually is. Like, and not only that, then there was these teenagers sitting in front of me, and I could overhear this kid talking to his like friend, and he goes, "Man, this movie's so good." I'm like, what movie are you watching, dude? Like, this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
About Black Christmas remake, right?
Oh yeah. And then it's like got black blood, and it's dumb. And then like the whole point of the movie is like, men suck and all this stuff, and like,
thank you.
And like men suck, and it's like okay, but then they defeat the whole purpose at the end of the movie when they say that these men, the only reason why they're killing these women is because they're possessed by this like spirit of. It's weird. It's so dumb, and it's just like what, like. Oh, I hated that movie so much.
Analysis video. Chris Tuckman did a video about that. He went full on spoilers. Like after watching that video, I'm not gonna watch the remake. I'm gonna stick watching the original until I die.
Well, I'm doing a second chance video on it in December, so I have to watch it again.
Oh, dude, don't.
And I hate myself for deciding to do that. Like that is going to be a miserable hour and a half. I am not looking forward to it.
Talk about a miserable hour and a half. Jellyfish Eyes would definitely be that. Or is that movie longer?
There we go. Round circle. Full circle.
Honestly, I have 2 different kinds of movie experiences just that were really bad. So the first was actually for a good movie. It was Jojo Rabbit. Like when I saw it in the yeah, great movie. So there were these 2 guys sitting in the front who like were doing things like, oh, I bet she's gonna slap him at the end. Slaps him and he was like, I knew it. And they were doing that through the whole movie. And it was so annoying, especially like the heartwarming, like, the scenes that were filled with heart or the really heavy scenes. That was really annoying. But I would still say that like I was able to enjoy the movie. But like a different kind of bad experience was just a movie that was utter crap, honestly. And that was I mentioned this to y'all last time, like the last time we streamed, but it was with Wonder Park. The thing is,
it's a good thing I'm not in the movie, so thank you.
Please don't. The thing is,
I won't.
Criterion, will you hear us out?
Yeah, Criterion. Hey, Wonder Park.
Nobody
has Wonder in the title. Sorry.
The circumstance should be ideal because there was literally nobody else in the theater. Like literally nobody else. So
jeez.
Yeah. It was pretty much entirely
I can't say I'm not like it does not surprise me at all.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But it's just that, honestly, the experience of watching Wonder Park was like having my soul ripped out.
Can I be honest with you? When you said Wonder Park, when we talked about this last stream, I thought of that movie with Johnny Knoxville from Jackass, the one where he builds an amusement park. That's what I thought you were talking about, and I don't know. I haven't seen that movie either. But then when you talked about it, and you described it as an animated movie. I was like, oh yeah, that movie. That's like one of the most forgettable movies trailers ever.
Yeah,
it's like the whole movie is like fueled on just the concept of cliches, and they don't even try to make it interesting, man. Sorry, that movie really gets my blood boiling. Man.
I think I just lived through one of my worst theater experiences. Movie. I went and saw the Green Knight, and not the movie. I'm not saying the movie was the issue. I'm not saying the movie was the issue. I went to this theater where they serve food and whatnot, and this on our row. It was Ryan and myself from the channel, and on our row, these people got a bucket of champagne, like the ice and the champagne in the bucket, and they had every waiter and waitress like waiting on them hand and foot, and they like this particular theater, they just stood right in front of the screen, like
oh no.
Oh.
And it would be a line of waiters and waitresses with like different dishes for these people, and all they've got is this little desk like top to eat on, but they have to bring out extra tables and stuff like that for them to eat on. And every once in a while you hear the of the ice with the champagne, and it's
a 4D experience.
It was a noon movie. It was like ridiculous.
Wow.
And
I would have walked out.
And that particular theater had the most. It was a brand new theater, but the theater had these bathrooms that apparently they had a discount on tile that go around, and they had black and white tile, like black and white like splatter tile, and then bright red doors. And so you walked into it, just was so disorienting. So we took pictures of the bathroom and put them on our show, but it was just so off-putting. But again, it wasn't the movie, it was the people. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to see the movie again because I was so distracted by them. So
people are the worst. I was in a theater when I lived up in Rexburg with Nate. I went and saw Happy Death Day to You. And no, I don't like people. I say that all the time. People, this is my quote. People are stupid. I say that all the time. But anyway, there was this guy sitting behind me. This is again like a 1 o'clock showing, and it was like a Friday afternoon. I didn't have class. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go see Happy Death Day to You, I guess. And I'm sitting there watching the movie. This guy was on his phone talking for literally 15 minutes. And if it was one more second, I would have said something because I was so irritated. I was just like, okay, Nick, keep it in. And I can't even sit there and watch the movie because I'm so glued into his conversation because that's all I can hear because he's right next to me. And then he finally got up and left. And this was like in the first 20 minutes of the movie. The movie had just started.
Wow.
It was, and then he leaves, and he had all of his trash. He trashed the seat, dude. There was wrappers everywhere and like popcorn buckets and popcorn spilled all over. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, dude, if I was a worker there, that guy would never come back. Ever.
That guy would have flat tires. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
My one bad experience in the movie theater that I had was the movie called The Shallows. It's a Blake Lively film, the shark movie.
I actually like that movie.
So
that's a good movie.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah. That's the one with Blake Lively?
When I got in,
yeah,
the Blake Lively version. And so when this is what I do when I go to movie theaters. I turn on my phone and my Apple Watch as soon as I get into the auditorium. That's what I do. I turn on my phone and my Apple Watch. That's what I do. So I got in. I was with my dad and my brother. We were watching The Shallows. I believe it was a summer movie. I forgot when that movie came out. So this two couple down in the row using their phone. And not only they're using their phone, they're recording the movie.
Oh my gosh, I hate that.
Man.
And then the beam of light is on my face. So I literally want to slap them so much.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the movie. They were freaking recording the movie.
It's so obnoxious.
Yeah.
I didn't know people still did
I
that.
just lost my mind.
I
I'm
thought
like,
someone
why?
was doing that when I went and saw Suicide Squad. This guy sitting next to me had his phone up for like the first 2 minutes of the movie, and I was like, "Is this guy recording next to me?" And then he like put his phone down, so he must have been sending a Snapchat or something. Like, but he's like a 45-year-old guy. I'm like, "You use Snapchat?" And you're like, you're like older. Like, that's interesting. I mean,
Place you don't want to get caught with
I
a
don't know.
camera
Like this.
is the Criterion
The whole time.
Closet, because Cinephile Nick can attribute to this because he got caught by Paddington while he was in the Criterion Closet.
That was the funniest tweet ever.
Yeah.
That was so
that was
good.
so good.
Nicholas, are you watching this? I need to get in there.
I know. Tell us your ways.
Yeah, how'd you get in there, and who'd you meet? Because you had to have met somebody to get in there.
I'm really sad. I brought this spoiler alert. I brought this to talk about today, and I just noticed there's a rip right here. I'm so sad.
Wait, did you order that, or was that in-store purchase?
This is an in-store
I have a
purchase.
stand. You know,
Is it on
I have
the
a
corner
stand
though?
right
Because I
here.
feel like that happens with those packages with the wrapping that they
Like-
have.
Right here.
Oh, the
See that?
spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Like the corners are really tight.
I love this edition though. Like I love how it looks like a football
Yeah,
right here and
okay.
everything. I love it.
But here's the thing. This is what a wonderful Criterion to do is I want them to go to hardback, cardboard route, not the flimsy, like how Arrow
Yeah.
does. Like Arrow does, like.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
great.
true.
That is a great box set right there. That is a great
Yeah,
addition.
I wish.
Wait, which
Criterion
one is
does
that?
it.
Yeah.
That's
Tremors.
Arrow. I
Have you
own
seen
that
the
as
movies?
well. That is a great.
I wish
Release.
Criterion does
Nice.
hardback, cardboard, damn flimsy.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
Arrow editions are nice.
So
I-
Bernardo,
Yeah.
I know that there was questions that you wanted us to talk about before we started streaming. We should probably dive into those a little bit because we've been sidetracked this whole time.
Off topic. This could be a fun lesson. I don't really care. Let's do whatever we want. So now we can do like our favorite pickups for the month of July and our favorite film that we watched that we picked up in the month of July and what time we're gonna pick up from next in the next sale that will be in September. It's something we can look forward because a 4K title that I want to get. I'll be the last one, so I'm gonna start with Al, and then
Sure.
let's go to except Jackson because he didn't pick up anything for himself.
Did not pick up a single thing this sale. Nope.
Good for you, man. Honestly.
You also
Dude,
bought like
it was
80
so
last
hard.
year.
I was okay. That technically isn't true because I pre-ordered Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems,
But since
yeah.
I don't have
I did
it,
too.
But
yeah.
as a consolation, Jackson bought like 80 Criterions last year, so it's kind of okay. He let us play
Not
catch
even
up
a
this
joke.
year.
Like not
He's
even
sold
half
like
of a
half
joke.
of them, hasn't he?
I have sold a lot of them because I watched them and I was like, why did I buy this? I'm an idiot.
Well, we all are.
I think we've
I've
all
had
done that
that.
with at least one Criterion where
Of
we're
course.
like, man, this
I don't
kind
know,
of
it's
sucks.
really-
Yeah, hopscotch.
It would be really
Uh,
hard for me to
yeah.
sell a Criterion, honestly. It would be really
It's a
hard.
big thing.
Robinson Crusoe on Mars.
Yeah, I saw some people
I have
trying
it. I
to
still have
gouge.
it. I'm sorry. Where is it? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Where is it?
Uh oh. Webcam went out.
No!
Nathan, are you trying to like
He's looking so
from
hard.
the pure cinematic genius that
I'm
is?
streaming. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Wait, what, Michelle?
It's just I feel like you have something to do with like his webcam going down. Are you trying to like steal us from
He's
some
sabotaging.
this one? Yeah.
No, I was just thinking that Bernardo was thinking so hard all the Wi-Fi was going to his head or something. It's like I don't know. That was my first thought process. But yes, it actually is me. I have access to his Wi-Fi right here. I'm
Yeah.
destroying the stream.
That's what was pulling
No.
all the Wi-Fi out of Nate's
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
I've got this like
For a reason,
angelic
Google.
glow now because of the sun being so exposed on my.
I don't know. Maybe that could be like something for Nathan, like his Twilight episode or something like that.
I know, right?
His
Yeah.
Twilight Zone shirt.
Yes. I don't have a Criterion shirt, so this is the next best thing.
I've only got this. Well, I've got this and now Uncut Gems because I've got an Uncut Gem shirt. So
Oh,
now I've
yeah.
got
I'm
two
traveling a
Criterion
lot.
films.
The past couple of weeks.
Sorry,
What are you
Bernardo's
doing?
gone. Is this stream still going?
It
Yes,
is.
that's live. Yeah.
So, hey, Bernardo's audience, we just took over his channel.
Yeah. Bernardo's a great guy, but we took over. So, Michelle, you weren't here when we announced where we were from. So do you want to tell everybody where to find you and stuff?
As in, like,
Do you have a channel or anything? I don't know.
oh yeah, you can find me at the
Alright.
actor. It's intentionally misspelled to be just without the W in the beginning. So
Okay.
Yeah.
There you
on
go.
YouTube, on YouTube.
The awkward actor.
Bernard's back. Bernardo's back. So Bernardo, you
New
back?
background.
Yeah, sorry, my camera right there, battery died. So
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
I was using my Canon camera, so now I'm using my webcam instead. So
It looks
yeah,
so
no
nice
quality,
too.
whatever.
Cameras.
It looks good, man. It looks fine. You know.
Yeah. You look great.
I think your
Making sure.
laptop sabotaged you because it was like you need to
I
use
know.
me instead of the Canon.
Okay. Everything's set up. Everything's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. The anxiety
So-
went through the roof. Okay. I was saying I was grabbing this. I still have it. So yay. Robertson
Oh,
could
nice.
Mars.
Oh, there it is.
I have it.
Oh, there it is. Sell
Oh,
it.
that's Nate's
There
favorite.
you go.
No.
Send it to Nate.
Anyways, now we can go to our favorite pickups. Al, take it away.
My favorite pickup is one that I almost paid a child to go buy.
Yes.
Nate and Nick
I know
were
this
on
is.
the round table with me, and I had mentioned that I think it's too late in the game for me to go pick this movie up because it's one of the like beginner pack of Criterion. And I went in proud, poked up my chest, and I purchased 12 Angry Men.
I'm so proud of you.
And I did put this on social media, so the guys and gals that were on the show
Yes.
did know that I manned up and went and bought it.
I'm so happy.
And-
I love that movie.
And you guys were talking about dings and stuff on your cases. I put my Criterion in these
Yeah.
little sleeves.
Yes.
So,
That's so smart.
Good idea.
Very smart.
Thank you very much, because
I need
people
to-
have called me ridiculous. So,
It's not ridiculous. It's actually
Let's all go
love
around the
it.
room and compliment him.
Honestly,
I'm just
you
kidding.
can't
Yeah,
worry
yeah.
about your
Everybody
friends.
applaud him. For,
You know what's funny? Those people call you ridiculous, but I bet those same people who have the 12 Angry Men, theirs isn't going to look nearly as pristine as that one.
right. Well,
True.
the thing is, one guy in the comments said, I did a video on how to, like about these sleeves and stuff. And the guy was like, wow, thanks for a video on how to put stuff in plastic bags. So, I thought it was a great
No.
comment.
our precious items.
Yeah.
the
and
people who are
I
people who
bought
are saying
these-
it's ridiculous, they're like, it's so ridiculous, but they're like turning to themselves and going, man, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I'm
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm thinking there are some people out there who are really good trolls, and that is a really good
that was
troll.
a really good one. I thought it was hilarious. And Brandon on the show, when I first bought these years ago, I bought like 1,000 of them because he and I both have a lot of movies. So I took him some. I was like, hey man, I just thought I'd give you some of these. He just looked at me like, no, moron.
kidding
So
me?
I have like plenty. So if you guys want some, I'll ship you some. So,
Noted.
anyway, so 12 Angry Men's my choice for favorite pickup.
Favorite.
Nice.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
That's
It's
I
class.
just showed it to my dad 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
So like, and I mean,
I
you
took my
love it?
brother for the first time.
yeah, like he really, really liked it. Like I think he
Good.
needs it to like marinate in his head more. If I may use a colorful expression, but yeah, like I'm really open to just like analyzing it through and through with him, so that like
You know what the greatest thing about that movie is the
What?
fact that there are schools that use that for criminal classes, and it's like
Mhm.
they study
Yeah.
that movie because
I'm
of
sure
all
they do.
the procedural and the way that they go about the evidence and also
We read that
the,
play in high school in my English class, and that's when I
I-
saw it for the first time.
Yeah, I watched the movie in high school. Yeah.
Yeah,
for
me
the first
too.
time.
I watched it in high school. I watched it in an
Didn't.
English class. So-
Yeah, we read the play, which I got to be juror number 3, which I thought I was so
Dude.
cool.
that's so cool.
That's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That is cool. This
Like,
is who
zoom
you
out.
need to tell that to say you're cool. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no,
awesome.
I was bird number 3 in our little class reading of 12 Angry Men, and all the other kids were not into it, so I would be way over the top with it. Like I would yell everything sometimes, and so other kids would like see me
They're
and
like, I
as
hate
an
my
example,
son.
they'd be like, "No, I can start yelling." I got everybody into it by like just acting so ridiculous.
That's
Lee
awesome.
J. Cobb should have won the Oscar for that performance.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He should have
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
I don't care
yeah.
what movie other actors are in that they won for the Oscar for. I wish with Lee J. Cobb.
Yeah.
So
And my
much.
Yeah,
dad
he's
is a
amazing.
pretty big fan of Lee J. Cobb because On the Waterfront is like one of his favorite movies. And
Oh,
Yeah.
such a good movie.
yeah, like that and
Yeah.
Rocket, now he consistently switches between those two. And the thing is, like with like 12 Angry Men, I was like a little curious to see like I just like asked my dad, like, if you were in that jury room, would you have voted not guilty? You know? And like, I was really surprised that he said, yeah, I would have voted not guilty. And I was like, what? Oh my gosh, this movie is like, because like, honestly, I think my dad's a little bit of a cynic at times. So like, that was honestly like super cool that like, and so cool.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because like I'm a big baseball fan, and this is how it relates, and it will relate.
Yeah.
But baseball now, they just kind of implemented this probably about a decade ago because there was a controversial call years ago where this guy should have thrown a perfect game, and the last batter grounded out, and the umpire called him safe when he was clearly out, and he blew a perfect game, which is they're so rare, they don't happen a lot. And anyway, they got replay now, and with replay, there has to be, without a doubt, kind of the affirmation in terms of them being able to overrule a call that's on the field. And it's just like 12 Angry Men, where like they tell you that like you have to not have a single doubt in your mind that this kid was guilty. And that's why that movie's like so good, because they use it in practice like for a lot of different aspects of life in terms of like, you know, not having that doubt and making sure that, you know, that someone isn't found guilty or, you know, someone is also not found innocent if there's, you know, that doubt. It's really cool. I love that movie so much.
Same.
Yeah, like I wrote like
Yeah.
yeah, like
It's
I
one of the
wrote
films sorry. Go ahead.
like in my review of the movie that I put on Letterboxd, like I went into this whole thing about how like the first time like I watched the movie, I'll never forget, honestly.
Yeah.
It was so powerful. Okay, go ahead.
I agree.
Yeah, it's one of those films. 12 Angry Men is a prime example. When you watch this movie, you find something new every time. You find something new in either a camera angle or like the direction that things does or the performances. Everything about this movie made me watch this movie. You just find something new, and it's incredible. I love that film so much.
Yeah, it's so simple that it's
Yeah.
that's a testament to how good it is. It's so simple. So.
Especially for a first film from Sidney Lumet. Like I listened to this podcast about the movie, and they mentioned how like a director's first film should probably have like at most like 4 characters, because each time Alina said you need to coordinate like where the characters look, where the other characters look. You would also have them in multiple locations. 12 Angry Men has 12 characters and is in one location.
Yeah.
So I am so impressed by this Lumet. Like I've only seen 12 Angry Men from him, and I know I got to see other films by him, but I would already declare myself a Sidney Lumet.
Yeah. I know Nate is a big fan of Failsafe.
Yeah,
that's a good movie.
Yeah, Failsafe is amazing.
That is one everybody I think should pick up.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. It's amazing.
if especially if you like 12 Angry Men, it's
suspenseful for a different reason.
Yeah,
it's a good pairing with Doctor Strangelove. That'd be a great double feature.
Yes, true.
They're complete opposites in genre. One's hilarious,
it's
one is
true.
depressing. And I'll let you determine which one that is.
Do a supercut of those together. Yeah. Failsafe is knee slapper. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Henry Fonda played the president. My gosh. Oh,
dude, yeah.
Hilarious.
I mean-
I was so shocked that Henry Fonda, like when I saw Henry Fonda on screen, I'm like, oh my god, he's the president of the United States in this movie? Yeah, I'm so down. I didn't know he was in the movie. I thought because it was Sitting in the Met. That's it. I thought that because it was Sitting in the Met. So I went in going blind, and as soon as I saw Henry Fonda on screen, I'm like, no way. And he was the president of the United States. I'm like, this movie made it so much better because he's so good in that.
Every movie can
Anyway,
use Henry Fonda.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't even talk about it. Nick, what is your favorite pickup in the month of July?
Sorry, I'm just typing out something in the chat. My favorite
Just
pickup.
interrogate us, Bernardo.
My favorite pickup is easily the one that was the hardest to track down. And that's Memories of Murder. But thanks to Nate for sending it to me, which is very kind of him. I did
Don't
watch
thank
it.
me. Thank Flint from Harry Potter.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. I did watch it, and I really loved it. Bong Joon-ho is he's a master. I don't know how else to describe like just the way his films make me feel when I watch them. He's someone that to me, it's weird because like Nolan, him, and Tarantino are my three favorite directors working today, but I kind of want to put Bong Joon-ho higher than both of them. I think that he's such an auteur, and the script is incredible, but the performances, my goodness, man. Song Kang-ho, that guy is amazing. I could see him play the dad in Parasite all day, and I could see him play this kind of gritty detective who is very jealous of this new detective who comes in from the city to help solve the case. And what I like about the movie is it does the criminal procedural type of movie, but it does it in a way where it's not dumbed down. It's very smart in its pacing because they reveal certain things at key moments that aren't just like plot conveniences or like the character just kind of stumble in on this. Like everything felt natural and it felt like you were actually for this case. Yeah. And then also the ending of the movie really surprised me because again, it showed that the movie just it understood what it was trying to do and how simplistic sometimes murders can be, but also like how much these types of sprees can kind of become a rhythm and a pattern for people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love the movie. It was really good. It's one of those films that I definitely can't wait to revisit again. I still think Parasite's his best movie, and I still consider Mother his like number 2. Like Mother to me is like, oh, that movie's amazing. I know Jackson loved it too.
Agree. It's amazing too. Oh my gosh.
But like this movie's just
Reynolds
it's so
great.
good. It's so good.
And then one thing about Memories of Murder is that you know what I'm talking about, Nick. The chase scene, as soon as the music starts, the music plays a character as well.
Mm-hmm.
It you. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I love the chase scene because of where it goes and how it was surprising to say the least with like certain things that they do, and that's the thing. It's like they never make these detectives like way too smart or even dumb. Like these detectives, like they get fooled and tricked because like this person that's behind all of this just is always kind of one step ahead. It's such a good movie. I really liked it a lot. Bong Joon-ho is just the best.
I was going to say real quick, Nick. I was going to say really quickly, if you like that actor so much, I got a Criterion from him that's not Bong Joon-ho. I think it's called Secret Sunshine. I haven't seen it yet, but it was recommended by someone watching my channel. And it's like it's a long one, 2 hours, 40 minutes, I want to say, or somewhere, maybe it's 2 hours, 20 minutes. I can't remember, but it has him in it. And I don't know too much about it other than that. It's on the Criterion Collection.
Are you saying we're gonna have to do a movie night when you live closer to me soon?
Dude, absolutely. Yeah,
Let's
dude.
do it.
Yeah, that'll be a great one. A great long one.
And the whole time we can make Jackson feel bad because he's not with us.
Absolutely. That's the only way we can do it.
That's okay. I'll just watch Jellyfish Eyes on repeat 5 times.
Dang it, now we'll feel bad.
I want to mention really quickly that someone in the chat said that they really hope the third man can get the 4K treatment.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Oh,
that would
yes.
be so cool.
That's
Yeah.
what they need to do next, because the third man, I remember, Al, I think that when we did your roundtable, you had mentioned something about, like, if you could have any Criterion, what would you have? And my answer, I had prepared the third man as my answer, because that's just like the coveted one that everyone wants.
Yeah, because I was planned, so I really wanted them to get a re-release at some point because or physically released. And it sucks that it's out of print because, you know, Criterion, you know, it was Studio Canal's fault because they took their rights from them and also ran.
It's annoying.
Orson Welles just seems like
ran.
he's prime for a box set on Criterion. So I mean,
Yeah,
It's so
Where's
true.
the Kurosawa box set? Where is that box
Well,
Oh, yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Kurosawa and Orson Welles. And then, because they did Ingmar Bergman after having already.
Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho he's gonna have more. You know, he's gonna have more movies on the Criterion. I wouldn't be surprised if Mother gets on there. I wouldn't be surprised if like The Host gets on there. So like,
Don't say it because I bought on Blu-ray months ago.
another one, man.
buyer's remorse already.
Insert the need for more animation on the Criterion Collection.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree,
By the way,
100%.
Yeah.
I was this close buying Watership Down, but I couldn't because other titles I want to get. So I was this close buying Watership Down.
I'm gonna buy it next sale, Michelle. And I'm gonna say this is for Michelle. That's literally what I'm gonna say.
I've made
gonna buy it
it
next
in
sale.
this life of
One
mine.
day, hopefully.
So- John the Voice said there was a Kurosawa box set.
There was
is it?
Wait, hold on, what?
out of print now.
Same as the Guillermo del
Oh,
Toro
yeah,
box set.
Yes, there was a toaster called AK something.
Yeah,
The number. With a big
25
box
years.
set. But I want like a definitive box set, but
Mhm.
who knows? I mean, if they ever do a Kurosawa box set, that'll be like a day one order easily because Kurosawa is my idol, my hero. I love him to death. They need to release more Kurosawa films on Criterion already. Like Red Beard, I'm not going to release on Blu-ray just yet.
AK 100,
Yeah, AK 100, thank you.
and it's going for $1,000 on eBay. So
No.
you can have it for the $1,000, Nick.
Now, would they do
Nah,
a Frank
I got a
Capra
short
or
film
like
I
a
gotta make.
Cary Grant set first? Because like a Cary Grant set would be sick.
What was
Wow,
the first
Frank
one, Jackson?
Capra.
Oh,
The
Frank
Capra
Capra.
set. Yeah,
Oh,
they only
I'd
have one of
be-
his movies.
Cool.
Yeah, see, I'm biased. I have 2 Frank Capra movies in my top 5 of all time. Top 5, top
Is it
10.
here?
And
He's not your favorite director. Hitchcock is.
yeah,
Hitchcock's your
yeah,
favorite
Hitchcock's
director, but Capra's definitely up there, though, right? Probably like
yeah,
top
so
5 for you.
Capra, I'm want to make a director video at the beginning of September, a top 10, but Capra right now I think is around 4 or 5. But like, he has my favorite movie of all time, and also the Criterion Collection needs more of his. The only reason I don't think they do it is because they release, I don't know about all the rights, but they released some digibooks for like 4 of these movies a few years ago.
Release. Yeah, it was a studio
Yeah.
release by Sony. They did the digibooks with Sony. So I guess
Mhm.
they're not gonna let go that right to Criterion because Sony is planning to do them on 4K sometime soon.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Smith
Yeah.
it's coming out 4K really soon in the future.
So they'd probably do a Cary Grant one before they did a Frank Capra, but I would prefer Frank Capra for sure.
Yeah, same.
Arsenic
Yeah.
and old ways.
Great.
Like if
Yeah, dude, that could be in the set.
Right now,
I would be
if
down.
Criterion
I like that
wants
movie.
this Right now, I need a Kurosawa box set, please.
If Criterion Collection is watching this right now, can you please like answer my emails? I send so many requests to you guys, and you never respond to me. Just respond to me. Like,
We
No,
need
put
a
something
route
in the collection.
If you're watching
man.
Criterion Collection, if you're watching, I'm dead serious. You better
Like,
be giving me Life is Beautiful very soon. I'm not even joking.
Criterion, if you're watching, can you respond to my email where I ask for a new version of Pickpocket because my dog chewed up mine? Like that's an actual thing. Could you please respond? You never
hey,
got back to
Criterion
me.
Collection, if you're watching, can you please respond to me about the dating advice I asked you for? I'm still waiting. I'm just lost here. I need help.
Show them Solo. That's their
Oh
They
gosh.
need to copy Solo. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
got
They're
some
like,
hashtags.
thank the hail. We're actually going to release a 4K of Solo.
No!
I'm like,
Just for
oh,
you.
right.
I want to see how gruesome that movie is in beautiful.
And for
4K.
Al, we're gonna release Antichrist. Woo! On 4K.
Man.
Sad that people
They just
on, like,
know all of our names like that. It's like, for Nathan, we'll do this. For Al, we'll do this. Like, Al, why didn't you buy 12 Angry Men in the store? Like, why do I know all this?
My luck, they'll put that one out 4K first off, right out the gate. So
Well, I didn't even think about that. 12 Angry Men probably would get a 4K.
No, my luck, a movie that gets released is gonna be
Or
called
Antichrist.
Beautiful as Life. And it's gonna be
It's like some gas movie you find at a gas station, like no one knows
man.
about.
Imagine like that. Dude, I swear, I would be so sad. I would probably bawl my eyes out if that was the case. If they were
you
like,
just burn all your Criterion.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Laugh at you, man.
This would actually kind of like
Okay.
please both Nate and Michelle, but like Fantasia on Criterion. Would that be
I'd
on?
be so down
I
for
just
that.
bought a Blu-ray because I'm print.
That's a Disney movie.
I just bought that.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
well,
that's a Disney movie to
Bernardo,
release.
Bernardo, what about the people who don't
Pinocchio.
have it out of print? Hmm?
I have the one out of print. I have that exact version.
I have that version. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
that.
did I have that?
I bought it like
This
7 years ago,
beautiful
but still.
cover.
I love that
The cover is
slipcover.
really nice of Fantasia.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
only paid $10. I did not pay like 50 or $100.
Speaking of Fantasia, the freshman for my favorite pickup.
Yeah.
Great transition.
Okay, now it's Nathan's turn.
Movies
No,
that
this
start
is
with
going
F.
off topic,
Both
but that's
start with
okay
F.
because they can have fun.
They both start with F. And they both have a lot of music and no talking.
Yeah.
They are the same movie. So
Yeah, I love
the freshman
Freshman,
is.
dude.
It's so good, Bernardo. Like, Bernardo, you're the
I told
silent
you so.
movie guy. No, you totally told me so. You're the silent movie guy. Every time I watch a silent movie, I'm not joking. I think Bernardo would be proud. Like, I get so excited. And the freshman kind of surprised me because I wasn't. It only surprised me in the sense that I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did.
Mhm.
But Harold Lloyd is just like so
so good.
freaking funny. Like, he's so good at what he does. And I think the part that's on this cover right here was actually my favorite scene of the movie. There's
Yes.
a specific part, Bernardo, where he unties the football, throws it down, then
Yes.
yanks it up. That's the part where I was
Yes.
like, this movie is so funny. Like, this is too good for.
Not only
It-
funny, it's creative. It's really
Exactly.
creative how it was planned out by the story. It tells the story
Yeah.
by being creative. And how
Well, that's
it
how I
unfolds.
feel. That's how I feel with Harold Lloyd. Like, all of his movies, he's so creative. And, like, I talk about Harold Lloyd. There's so many other silent stars out there, I know, but I want to spotlight
Wait.
Harold Lloyd.
Gold
the
Rush,
King.
man. Gold
Shut
Rush.
up, Nick. I'm not talking about Charlie Chaplin.
That's the best silent movie. What are you talking? Gold Rush is so
That's your
good.
only silent movie
That's the
you've
only one
seen.
you've ever seen. You can't speak about it. You need to be a silent movie, Nick. You need to stop.
No, but for
Bye, bye,
real.
bye.
Hey,
No,
I
but
plan on
for
watching
real.
Nosferatu in October. Leave me alone.
Every Harold Lloyd movie I have seen is so freaking creative. Like, even The Kid Brother, I was watching it and I'm like,
Dude,
I don't know, this doesn't
Okay.
have the magic. And then he gets on the ship and he puts the monkey in the boots, and I was laughing so hard. It was amazing. Anyways,
okay, I'm so proud because Nathan's watching silent films, and I'm thinking that right now because
What about me,
Nathan
Bernardo?
watch silent films.
I'm watching.
Um,
I'm watching silent films.
In particular,
silent film, you mean, Nick?
Dude, you
Not
can watch.
plural?
Anybody can watch a silent film. You put on any movie and you put mute on, and then it's silent.
Ooh.
You know, like, come on,
I
that's a
hate you for
silent
Hey,
movie, right?
Limelight. Yes,
Limelight,
Jackson. Yes,
That's Jackson's favorite
love that
pickup.
movie.
I didn't pick this
Favorite
up.
watch.
Watch, yeah. So
Jackson's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, I have.
I've never seen this. Has anybody seen this man?
Yes. Right
Man,
here.
Bernardo,
Yes.
do you own
Hey,
everything?
there it is. I love that cover.
I
Yeah.
feel like Bernardo just owns everything.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, oh, I got that too.
But what did Michelle get? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Michelle, what's your
Yeah.
favorite
Oh
pickup?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I've only seen one of these movies, and that was from last night. But I just love that I finally have a boxed set. I got
Before
the
trilogy.
Essential Jacques Demy.
No.
I want that so
Ooh.
bad. I want
Yeah,
that.
like the
Thank
thing
you
is,
want
for
it so
getting
bad
that.
too.
That's what I was like gonna get if
That
I
is
got
such
anything
a
this
gorgeous
big. So thank
box set. Can you hold it up on the screen again?
yes. So
That is
beautiful.
nice.
I want-
Rosa Shorberg.
I want her to shine. Wait, hold on. Hold that box. I want her to shine. So, no, that's me.
Hi, Bernardo.
you're trying to take my spotlight
I
away.
want her to shine. Shows himself. There we go.
Aw.
That's
That's a
Rosa
nice box
Shorberg,
set.
right? That's the
That's
director.
huge.
There it is.
That's a huge.
That's
Yeah,
on my
it is-
November watch
it was-
list. That's
yeah,
on my
it was
November
really what I was
list.
thinking. Yeah, like I saw one of them last night. It was Lola, and I'm sort of planning to see the rest of them like one a night, because
Nice.
I really am trying to knock out a bunch of French cinema for the 25 movie challenge.
Nice.
And I mean, like, yeah, I got this as like a gift from a good friend of the family, so I'm very grateful for that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to. I'm probably going to butcher these names, but the Umbrellas of Cherbourg and the Young Girls of Rochefort. You know, like I have a friend who's French, so she's not going to be happy with that. So I'm really happy that I actually have a box set now. So achievements in Criterion collecting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
Beautiful, beautiful. I can't speak. This has been my radar. Jack Demy as a filmmaker is on my radar. I know he's
Same.
married with
Okay,
Anya
no,
Spada,
Demy-
I believe. So,
What?
yeah. I believe he's married with Anya Spada, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, and I know
Yeah.
that Damien Chazelle took a lot of inspiration from the
For La La Land.
Umbrellas of Cherbourg
La La
for
Land.
Land.
Well, that's his favorite
Or
movie.
First
I've heard.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, it is. And
Awesome.
so really looking forward to that. I'm like, and I love the way that he describes like his motive for making Cherbourg and Girls of Rochefort, because like with the Umbrellas of Cherbourg, he was saying that he became obsessed with the like concept of making people cry while watching a movie, and I think that's just so beautifully spoken. And then he sort of went for something kind of the opposite with the Young Girls of Rochefort, because he became like obsessed with the idea of making people so happy and uplifted by a movie that they dance on the street, you know? And that's so beautiful to me. Like, it sounds so beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to those two.
Nice. That's a great pickup.
Super affordable too for what you get in there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get the Dietrich and Stoneberg's box set. I didn't get it because they didn't have any of the stores. So because I don't trust the online because they might have damaged. So no thank you on that. Yeah. So now it's my turn, I guess. So yay. It is tied. I can choose two, but you know what? Okay. It's history. History is made at night.
Dude, Bernardo, that was my alternative.
Yay!
So good.
So good. So freaking good. Okay. Let me tell you about this movie.
It's great.
This movie gave me an emotional wreck in so many levels. I was happy. I was excited. I was sad. I was angry. I was everything about this film. It's an experience to watch. This is one of the best romantic movies that I've ever seen. Because it's very different, unique.
Mhm.
And that third act. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. That freaking third act. AKA
Yes. It's
hashtag
amazing.
Screw
It's
Bruce.
such a tonal shift. It totally changes.
Yes. And I want this hashtag to be real. I want hashtag Screw Bruce because Bruce is I hate him on the movie. I hate him.
Yep.
But yeah, oh my god. There was a moment I was like, yes. There was a moment I was like, no.
Yeah.
It was there's so many twists and turns that you don't expect, and this is kind of story that you did not expect to go. I did not expect to go that route. I was expecting to go the different route, like a romantic film route. They went the opposite of that.
Let's just say the cruise ship is more significant than you think.
Yes, it played a bigger part in that. And one of my favorite characters in this movie is the chef.
I love the
remember
chef.
name. Oh my god, what a wholesome character. It's say sir, say sorry, some that, whatever.
Yeah. You're right. It's something like that. Something like that. But I love the chef. I love this cover art too. I follow the artist on Instagram, the one who did this art.
Yeah.
She's very talented.
So beautiful. This is a film that I was now planning to get in the July sale, believe it or not. I was like, you know what, Nathan says really good. Why does not? And I picked it up and I watched it that day, and then it blew me away.
You honestly can't go wrong with anything Nate recommends usually. I will
know,
give him credit for that. He does. Him and Jackson have steered me in good directions for Criterion choices. So they did not tell me to buy The Big Chill. I bought that myself. Okay.
And isn't that the one you didn't like?
Yes, I don't like that movie, but it wasn't because of Nate and Jackson.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I bought it.
Thanks, man.
So, when the November sale comes around, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth the $20.
The cover art alone is beautiful.
Yeah, but not only the cover is beautiful, the movie is great. It's so. This is my first Frank Davies film that I ever watched, so I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Watch The Mortal Storm.
Oh yeah.
I need to check that out. But he made some silent films too. Back in the day, Lucky Seven. I believe I forgot. I'm blanking. I'm a big silent film fan. I don't know why I'm blanking the titles. Yeah, love this. My alternative is Bingo, baby.
Nice.
I've been really interested in seeing that one recently.
I'm gonna guess that you really like it.
It's your show, man. You can do 2 if you want.
I loved it. Yeah,
there you go.
You can do 20.
Okay. This film's about Hal Hawks. So I picked up a lot of Hal Hawks films in the July sale. Believe it or not, a lot of Cary Grant and a lot of Captain Heaven. It was not coincidence. Coincidence that I picked up a lot of Cary Grant and Captain Heaven in the sale. It was not planned. Yeah, this was a day one purchase, and this movie gave me everything I wanted and more. It's so cute and wonderful and making me smile. I'm thinking about the scene right now, the ending. It's just so good. And Kathy Hepburn in this movie is so cute and delightful and just heartwarming. I just want to hug her. I don't know, I want to hug her. You know, that kind of thing. Like, yeah,
that's how I feel about Ingrid
It's so
Bergman.
cool and nice.
Oh, man. Honestly, I would say.
So good. And yeah, this is one of my favorite Hal Hawks films. Up there with Red River. Just so freaking good. And I love the packaging. The spine is so good. The leopard spine. And the interior is so freaking good too. It's like the leopard spine is so good.
Oh, I need to pick that up.
Yeah, me too. Now you're selling it.
Me
to me, man. I gotta buy it.
Nick, to add on to that, I would argue that Ingrid Bergman is probably the most beautiful Hollywood actress.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree, 100%.
Judy Holliday all day, baby. Don't even get me started.
Oh.
So yeah, that is my favorite pickup.
What'd you say, Nate?
The July sale.
Did Grace Kelly?
Hey,
Grace Kelly.
She became a princess. She's no longer a Hollywood star.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say that In a Lonely Place got me, but I mean Gloria Graham, come on, Gloria Graham in that movie.
And she's in It's a Wonderful Life,
Yeah,
but she doesn't play a big role.
Yeah,
She
but
plays
she's
the
still,
nitwit, right?
she's still great. Yeah,
Violet, yeah.
But
Nathan, I think you
She's
should get
great
a
in the
tattoo
movies.
saying "I love It's a Wonderful Life" tattoo for you, Nathan, because you know you love that movie so much.
Yeah, I had to connect it.
I do think Bernardo, it's the same kind of reaction you had to the 2 movies that you just named. I had that same type of reaction to Leave Her to Heaven when I watched that. Have any of you seen that?
I know the cover.
So it's the sunglasses, like
Yeah.
Oh, I have seen that film. That
movie. It is hard to get people to watch it, but just because they think, oh, it's an old movie and blah blah blah. This that. It is so good. Gene Tierney, and I mean, it's just such a good movie. And I watched that actually before it even came out on Criterion, so I was amped up when it came out on Criterion. So it was nice.
I love that feeling.
Yeah.
By the way,
really
it was so dark for the time too.
Yeah.
John asked Nate, "Did you get Moonrise this past sale?"
Oh yeah, I did. It's It's in my first haul. I haven't seen it yet, but he's asking that because it's from the same director as History is Made at Night.
Yeah, Frank Versaghi, yeah.
Yep. So I definitely need to watch it. I'm excited to see it.
Man, I'm hoping Criterion can release his Time Zone too, because that'll be amazing, because they don't have a blue release here in the United States, except I believe in Spain or Germany has that release from Frank Versaghi's Time Zones. So hopefully they'll get a US release, because there's no US release for his Time Zones, which stinks, because I need more Time Zones in my brain. Yeah, so that's my favorite pickups. I love it, baby. I can talk about them upon hours and hours. And then the honorable mention is F for Fake. I love that movie.
Oh, that was a good one.
I can. This is weird. Like, I can listen to Orson Welles hours upon hours. Even I wish he was my film professor.
Watch the supplements on that then, because they're amazing.
I need to do. Well, now I'm kind of busy because I'm looking at my short films. But yeah, I can listen to Orson Welles upon hours and hours without fail, because he's so interesting to listen to. His voice, and he's very intelligent when he speaks. The way he speaks is just so well done, and just I can listen to him upon hours and hours. Like, I wish he was my film professor, like, for real. So yeah, now that is our favorite pickup. Now, what our definite for the next sale, which is months away, so we have plenty of time to save our money to get the next sale, because we didn't have a job, so thank God for that.
Yeah.
So let's start with Ala again. So our first circle.
I'm going with High Sierra. I'm pretty excited about that one.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, I really want that one.
The reason I want it is because of In a Lonely Place. I have to admit that Humphrey Bogart was kind of a caricature to me before I watched In a Lonely Place, and I appreciated him, don't get me wrong, but that just changed my whole tone on him. So very excited about that.
Here's to looking at you, kid.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm very excited about High Sierra. So
nice.
Awesome. Is there other more definite that you want to pick up to, Al? Or should I have to more?
I have about 40 left on the list from this go round.
That's when you know you're a real collector.
Wow.
Well, I mean, the thing is that people kept suggesting things to me, and I was like, I'm pretty close to having a lot of these, most of them. Oh no, I'm not. So like, I want Eating Raoul. I want I really want what's it called? Taste of Cherry. I really want that, and I still haven't. Calm down, everybody. I still haven't purchased Diabolique, so just chill out. Just chill out.
I haven't purchased it either.
No.
Great movie, but I haven't purchased it.
Try it.
Am I the only one who owns it here?
No, I own it.
I own it.
Okay,
Don't worry, I own it too. So.
Don't even ask. Bernardo owns it. Okay.
Yeah.
He owns everything.
Al, I'm a little sad I can't pull it up on the camera. I don't. Have
know.
That prepared.
You
okay,
usually
Bernardo's
have
got
them
it for me.
right
Sorry,
underneath
I
your
know.
chair.
I have like all of them.
I'm not show up, okay? I'm not show up. This just happened. I just moved my desk here so I can show my Criterion collection for this particular night, okay?
The Criterion Roundtable, Nate, I swear, had every single movie that we were talking about. He's like, oh yeah,
I think there's even
he had like a Mary Poppins bag of Criterion.
Yeah,
it was like,
I think there's even one that like wasn't a Criterion or something that I pulled up. I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
it was.
It was.
Yeah.
Like, it was the Mortal Storm.
Yeah.
Pull up Mortal Storms. That was my wish.
The Mortal Storm, and you had it like right there, and it was so funny.
Sorry about that because.
No, don't be sorry. I only have two here. I've already talked about the two I have. So
yeah.
For a split second when you showed that, Nate, I thought that was Bedknobs and Broomsticks Blu-ray, and I was like, "What are you doing with that?"
The Bedknobs and Broomsticks Criterion, you twit.
Okay, Nick, where's your definition for the next sale?
You know, it's kind of hard to say just because, like, I am saving up for a short film.
Yes.
Doing that, I'm also my wife and I are also maybe planning a trip to go out to New York City.
Nice.
In the next couple of months. So just kind of like to get away. And also it's going to be a good opportunity for me to scout for, locations for my short film. But anyway,
been there, done that. I hate the experience.
With that all said and done,
Bernardo has spoken.
I think my definite, man, I hate to say this because it's like it's just
Don't be afraid.
it's a mainstream
Let it out.
title. Uncut Gems. I really want that movie really bad on Criterion. The Blu-ray release is very, very poor. It doesn't really have anything to it. And I actually haven't even watched it since I had it on Blu-ray. I saw what was on the bonus features and I was like, I'm not
kept it
interested.
sealed. It's still sealed, my Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I really wish they had done something different to the cover.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's kind of like unlike the Criterion to just leave it as is.
It's very
But
similar to the
They
original.
only changed the coloring of his
Yeah, the
face
co-
as
the
opposed to
rainbow
being black and white. It's like more kind of like with the crystal and like all
Yeah.
that
It's like
color.
a rainbow effect.
Yeah,
Like
my thing with that
gem.
though is like I'm not sure what you could really do with that movie without like really making it seem. I don't know. You'd have to like
Maybe they can put
overload.
a Furby in the cover.
But then
Furby on
again,
the well, it might be the booklet. That might be on the booklet.
Yeah.
wasn't 12 Angry Men a custom? Wasn't that a new poster that Criterion did?
I don't know.
Because I think that's like my favorite Criterion cover probably, and the fact that they did that out of whatever poster they had, maybe like I don't know, maybe Uncut Gems could have been something crazy, but I already like the poster of Uncut Gems.
Can I
I love
already-
that poster. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
I
I'm.
think it's a
I'm able
intense-
to, yeah,
Can
like to
I
defend it.
I have another one now that I also really want to pick up.
Let's hear it.
And it's kind of weird because it's just a director. I don't know which movie I want to pick up. I know I'm going to choose one of his movies to pick up, and that's Andrei Tarkovsky. I watched
Yeah,
Solaris
nice.
finally for the first time. My gosh, did that movie make my brain hurt? That is such a good movie, though.
Deep,
It's gorgeous. It's super deep. I mean, it talks a lot about life and just like the human condition and human nature. And
Just wait
you
for
know what the
Stalker.
most important things in life are. I do own Stalker, which I do
Yeah.
have, but I'm thinking
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
watched
pick up
it.
Mirror, which is
Oh.
one that just came to the collection. So I have been thinking about picking that up.
I need to get Stalker. I don't own
To
it.
be honest, I kind of
There it
forgot
is.
that I bought Stalker.
good.
Thank you, Nate. I totally forgot that I bought Stalker.
Yeah. No, you're good. I need to buy it myself. It's a great movie. Not a rewatchable movie, but a great movie.
is anybody else
Owen is
waiting?
great.
Is anybody else waiting for Bernardo to pull off the releases that haven't been released to the public yet?
Guys, I have the 4K Orson Welles. Citizen Kane right here.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I have to.
I got
Don't
the-
apologize. Don't self-deprecate yourself.
No, it's
Bernardo.
awesome. It's awesome.
He's like, Nick, I have Life is Beautiful, but it's not coming out till 2024. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's like, and even then they might delay it.
Yeah. Just put a little C on that.
You know what's funny? If you even try to watch it on HBO Max, it's in English.
Yeah, they don't have the. I had to.
English dub, dude.
Yeah,
That's
I had to
the
rent
reason
it on
why I watch
Amazon
That
to
makes
watch
me
it.
angry.
The
You
kids
just
say
made my day-
Buongiorno Principessa. It's
Well, you
Yeah.
just made my day-
Italian.
Principessa. And then when
Little
you hear it in
kids,
English,
so
it's like, "Hello, princess." It's
Ew.
Oh my god,
I
Gross.
hate it,
that is
man.
so bad.
I hate it.
Okay,
No.
Yeah.
Michelle,
You know what kind of
what is
people
your
you're talking to
definite for the
now.
next sale?
Nick, you just made me angry.
But-
Oh,
But
Oh my
I will
gosh.
say, if Life is Beautiful comes out within the next sale, which it won't, but if it did, that would be obviously my number one. But
Obviously, of course.
Could be a 4K lineup in the future. That'd be cool.
my gosh,
Yeah.
dude. Don't get my hopes up, Nate.
this is like the Snyder cut for Criterion nerds. That's what this is. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like screaming for it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, Michelle, what's your next title that you want to pick up for them? November?
So it's probably between like these two. Red River, because like I just really want to finally have that like physical copy of that so that I can finally see it after like
But you won't get in the big the packaging that I have. The big
Yeah.
box set.
Was it out of print?
Yes.
Oh,
Dang it,
damn.
you just made my day worse, Bernardo.
Come on, Bernardo.
I have it
You know,
right
like,
here.
I have it.
That makes it even worse. That you have it.
Show it off. Show it off, Bernardo.
Oh,
There you go.
Michelle, that's what you won't ever have. Sorry.
I mean, you have to pick
Jackson's
pick
had
me
enough.
anyway.
Jackson's got to
Oh,
show his
no.
off now. Look at that.
You guys are mean. Okay. So besides that, the second one that I would be
What?
that I really want to keep my eye out for next time is probably Black Orpheus. Have
Oh.
you heard of that one?
Ooh, nice.
Wait, what's
Yeah, I've heard of
what's
it.
it called?
I know the
Black
cover.
Orpheus. Black Orpheus.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cover's
I've
It's
seen
great.
it.
It's the French. It's like a French version, right?
That's the one that won
well,
Cannes,
I've
I
actually
believe.
heard that.
Isn't Orpheus French though?
Well, look, like the thing is, the director of Black Orpheus is French, but the movie is in the Portuguese language, so it's debatable as to whether it's a French film or not. I didn't know about that, so I kind of included it amongst my 25 movie challenge for French cinema without knowing about that. So,
Is it a horror film?
no.
That title
No.
is such a horror title. That's why I asked.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Look at the cover, Nick, and you'll know.
no, like it's based off of the Orpheus and Eurydice myth from Greek mythology. And I've been really into the myth recently because I've been really into this musical called Hadestown, which I'm actually going to see on Broadway, and I'm super looking forward to it.
Congrats.
Thank you. And it's
Hold on,
going to
let me
have
right
a lot
back.
of original Broadway cast, and I am so psyched for that.
Bernardo's gonna pull out his Broadway edition of that
No,
movie. And be
no,
like, "Yeah,
no,
let me
no.
look
Well,
at it."
Hades Town.
Side
What do you
tangent.
have?
My notebook, sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, Black Orpheus, I saw that recently, and it's just like it's such a beautiful movie. Like it really puts you in the summer mood, even though it takes place in February because it's like Carnival in Brazil. But
So it's
yeah,
definitely not a
really-
horror movie then, huh?
No, I mean it's a really great movie, and I'd love to just own it. And it's on HBO Max if y'all are interested. I think,
I think it's on the Criterion Channel too, right?
Probably
I wouldn't
is.
be
I
surprised.
think so.
Because a lot of
And-
HBO Max movies that they have are a lot on the Criterion Channel too.
Yeah. And like the thing is for me, I would like when I watched it, I wanted to see more interpretations of the myth. And so Nate, when you watched
Orpheus.
yeah, Orpheus, I know you were saying that Orpheus is kind of a jerk in the movie.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised about that. But the thing is, in Hadestown, he's actually like someone who wants to make the world better, you know, and stuff like that. So I was able to get more
That's
onto
new.
his side. But the thing is, in Black Orpheus, he is kind of a jerk and like just openly cheats on his fiance, which
Well, that's
But-
kind of what Orpheus is too.
yeah, but that isn't the case in Hadestown. So I just want to mention that you should
Yeah.
all listen to Hadestown. It's fantastic.
Noted.
It's in my radar, so
Yeah.
Michelle, there's some good news for you. You can get the Red River box set, still cellophane in the cellophane,
okay.
for like around $45 on eBay.
I'll
So
get it. I
it's
will
not terrible.
get it. Okay, I will
You
get
better
it.
get on that like now, realistically.
Mm.
I really want to get the Picnic Hanging Rock original packaging. Not
I
the-
got that on Amazon, Bernardo, for $20, but it was like
Oh, you,
Oh, nice.
oh,
think it was like a-
Bernardo, you don't have it with the original packaging, huh? You don't?
No.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
No, let's see it.
Oh, Jackson pulling it out.
Look at Bernardo sinking in the chair. Should I go to my
Look at that,
collection? No, I'm
Bernardo.
just kidding. I
Isn't
have
that
it
nice?
too.
All of a sudden, the live stream goes dead. Yeah. but
Yeah,
then
good
he's
for
like,
you,
"I'm out."
Jackson. Good for you. Good
He
for
never
you.
talks to us ever again.
Bernardo just ends the stream.
He kicks me out.
Yeah. Put you in timeout.
Okay, bye.
But like,
I
look,
hate that.
Like, oh, sorry, Jackson, we can't hear you. Boop,
Look
oh,
at-
he's gone. What
look
do you,
at
what do you know?
Jackson's name in the stream though. This is how I win. That's how he wins, Bernardo. By having that and you not.
I got it off Amazon. I think it was the November 2019 sale. So it's been a little bit, but it was the dual edition, the dual format, and I actually don't think it's available anymore.
Yeah, it's not. So it's
That
so funny
day.
that you say that. The November 2019 sale. I remember exactly when I got that edition. It was right after I saw Midsommar.
Oh, wow.
And so I
Very
was-
similar movie. No.
Yeah, no, I was trying to find movies that would like bring me similar vibes, and I got that, and then what else? I got a bunch that time. I go big with these Criterion sales. That's why I had to restrain myself.
Yeah,
it's
It's a-
a-
it's a
I've
good
ever
movie. I
watched
watched it for the
Criterion
70s
Sale. I
pound.
think I got
I need to see it
man,
still. I
at
want to read the
least
book
10,
now first.
man. Like I got a lot this time.
Nice.
Okay, Nathan.
I was the same way, Jackson, but I just watched it finally. Oh, did you say Nathan?
Okay,
Did you-
Nathan. Where's your definition
Okay.
for the November sale?
Okay, so if I glitch out, I'm sorry. But so I thought when I read the Am I glitching?
Oh no.
Oh, it's doing
no,
the
you're
thing where
good.
it's late again.
You're fine.
Perfect. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm just going to keep talking. So I thought Citizen Kane was coming out in November because they said that they're going to announce it more when they announced their November title. And so I assume that it's coming out in November. So if that's the case, that's obviously a definite for me. But other than that, before this announcement, the Manchurian Candidate is one that's on my radar because Frank Sinatra floored me in From Here to Eternity. And so I want to see every movie he's in now. And so that's one I want to pick up. And then Michelle with a Jacques Demy box set. Really want to get that box set.
Yeah, I want to get that too.
That looks beautiful. And that's like, I feel like that's the way to go because I want to see Umbrella as a Shorebird, but also like he looks like a very colorful, like his cinematography looks very colorful, and I want to get more of that in my life. So that's kind of weird. But and then The Incredible Shrinking Man interests me. It just seems like a very good B movie that I might actually get in the flash sale in October. And then nice. And then Afterlife. That sounds interesting to me.
Yeah, that sounded interesting as well.
It's like if you could it's something like if you could live a memory or something like that. It just sounds very deep. It could be really good. So
basically the new Hugh Jackman movie is kind of a ripoff of that, huh?
Probably. Every movie's a ripoff of something. Just kidding.
No, when you said that though, like if you could relive a memory, that's literally what I thought of was that trailer.
So Afterlife. I'm going to if you could choose only one memory to hold on to for eternity, what would it be? That's like the very first question. So it just sounds really deep. So I'm like, whoa. But anyways, back to you, loser.
Answer that question.
That sounded so bad. But Jackson, loser.
Jackson, where's the definite for the November sale? If you are participating for this November sale.
If you are.
I'm still debating if I'm going to participate, but I know I can't say that Uncut Gems is going to be a definite because I'm getting that in October because I pre-ordered it because it'll be at my front door on day one. So definite for the November sale then. I want to get
title to think of.
I know there really is. I kind of want to get more of the Ozu stuff.
Ooh.
Is that like Good Morning or is that Tokyo Story?
Well, that's like both of them. Both of them.
Those are both okay. I sometimes mix them up in like early spring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or
late spring. Late spring, and then Autumn Afternoon. I think is one of them, and then what's another one? I want to get more into him too.
Yeah. So I want to get more of his stuff. That's the thing is like I've bought a lot of the ones I've wanted already, so it's kind of hard to just decide on. Yeah, that's my new one that I want to get. I do want to get the Bergman set because I've been selling off all of my individual versions of the films because I just want that set so bad.
Dude, yeah, it's a beautiful set.
That's kind of how I feel about the Hitchcock set. Like I really want the Hitchcock set as well.
You'll never get it because it's out of print.
Yeah, hate to break it to you, but
I know.
I'm have to get them individually because that box is out of print.
I have that one. It's just
but at least all those releases are still available.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Show off this because this is out of print.
That is out of print.
You know what's bad?
I have it too.
Years ago, that was in my pile to buy. But I chose Repulsion instead, and now Rosemary's Baby's out of print, and I feel so bad about myself not picking it up before.
I have a feeling that'll be on 4K.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
sure.
that will definitely be on 4K.
Yeah.
But Nick,
that's one of the movies I have to watch.
Yeah, the thing like with out of print is I've seen some out of print quote unquote movies at Barnes and Nobles that I've gone to for the sale that I was like, oh, I thought this was out of print. But I guess it's just like they don't. That just means that they're not making anymore. That means that they're still
not making
some out there.
You can still find them. Yeah.
I'm still in the Control Terror Mall.
Just don't go to eBay because they'll overcharge you and they'll rip you off.
Harold and Maude.
Harold and Maude? I got that one.
Like the thing is,
that was one of my first Criterions.
I've been really interested in seeing that movie recently because I just learned that it was shot in Pacifica, and I grew up in that area. So like that's just total. That's so cool to me. Like that I could be like,
it's
hey,
such
I've
a quirky
been there.
movie.
Yeah.
Made me cry.
They mentioned me at the beginning of the movie, so look out.
Yes,
for that.
they do. Yeah.
I'll be on the lookout for that.
And it's from this ridiculous general with like a metal arm.
She's like, "What are you talking about?"
Wait,
does he have a metal arm? We're not even joking right now. You'll know what we're talking about.
Does he say, "Welcome to hell, boys"?
I've
never seen the movie,
but I wish. That'd be great.
Okay, I think it's my turn. So I'm gonna go big. I want the Essential Panini box set.
Ooh, that's another beautiful cover.
Mm-hmm.
I want that. That's
Oh,
my
no.
favorite for the November sale. I hate you, Jackson. I hate you.
I love how it's frozen.
One
right
of us.
as you pick it up.
Gooba gabba. Wait.
He's golden.
He froze up.
It froze on him.
Oh, there he is.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I love
man.
that cover so much.
So yeah, that's my definite for the November sale. And the other alternative is the Dietrich and Stoneberg box set.
Oh, that's
Okay, Jackson. Okay, I get it. We get it. I love you. Okay.
Show it all. Show it all, Jackson. Let's do it. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right, next page.
You know what? I'm gonna show out my Fish Lang. You know what? I'm gonna show my Fish Lang set right here. Ooh, beautiful.
Well, that is beautiful.
Oh, that's really pretty. And it's like, yeah, it's like a neck.
Gosh, that's such a nice set, Jackson. My goodness, man. I'm so jealous.
Well, for showing
Yeah,
off,
I
I love this. Very
no.
Oh,
West Side
I want
Story.
that.
There you go.
You know what?
big anniversary.
You know what? I have the regular edition, so yeah, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I have the regular edition.
That's so cool, actually. That's like the coolest edition of West Side Story I've ever seen. It's like a
Yeah.
puzzle.
I have the regular
Oh my
edition.
gosh, I love those disc colors.
Are you gonna go see the Spielberg version?
Michelle, I
Yeah,
have
of course.
this edition.
Absolutely.
That's a nice one. Like, the thing is, I wasn't expecting to get this box set. I thought I was going to get the regular Blu-ray like you, Bernardo, but no, I was surprised by this.
Jackson,
Showing
show
each
off
movie.
all the discs.
Okay, Jackson, we get it. I get it. I know. Okay.
I was wondering what that one looked like.
Jackson's in his own little world. He's like doing an unboxing video for everybody.
There.
He's gone. He's back.
He comes back to still do it.
The ship sails on. What a fitting disc to be on.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I don't care. Okay, Michelle. I'm
Yeah.
depressed now. I am depressed. Okay.
You know, I don't have any cool box sets except for my Friday the 13th
You
set.
know what? I own the
Yeah,
out of
Nick,
print
show off your Black
Indicated
Widow
Release of
poster.
Sinbad.
Yeah, there's my.
This out of print. This is really rare.
Hey, that's the one I need to watch for Roger Ebert. Jackson. Yeah, for Stanley Von.
All right,
Kubrick.
Jackson, keep going. Keep going.
I have it in the laptop.
Stanley Yelnats.
Stanley, yes, that's the one. Caveman.
This
Oh,
became
yeah,
a sad swap meet very quickly.
it really did.
Okay, I get
really
it.
did.
It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to spend $140.
You want to know a box set that I really want to get just because of how beautiful it looks? I want to get the Godzilla box set.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've seen the first Godzilla and I didn't like it that much, and so I'm like, why would I get
I'm
the
gonna turn
box
it
set?
off.
There's-
you can
there's
buy the-
Bernardo.
Oh,
you can buy the
that's a really
posters off of
pretty
Mondo.
loser.
Maybe that's what I should do because I just think that cover is amazing. Okay, here he
Oh
is.
gosh.
Oh
Look
boy.
Mine
at that
1000.
Godzilla set.
Here,
Yeah,
Jackson.
that's
Here.
what I want.
Look
I
at
want to
it.
get
It's
that
beautiful.
someday. I
It's
think that.
beautiful. Here.
Jokes on
Yeah.
you, Bernardo. I don't want that set.
The thing is,
Okay, I'm gonna
I
hold this
want
on
it. I feel
for-
like just someday I want to just like watch every movie like each day and just see all of them because I feel like they're going to be such a fun time. But for whatever reason, I didn't care for the first one that much. I need to rewatch it.
I
Maybe.
love the first one. And you know how crazy it is? So I have this. I mean, before getting this, I have the original Blu-ray release, so it's a double disc.
Yeah, I had that too, and I sold it.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Dude,
nice.
come on.
It's not
Nice.
Criterion, but this is the only cool thing that I own, really. You have this
Hey,
Jackson.
do
I
any
don't-
of you have the book 1001 Movies You Must See Before You Die?
No.
No.
I know.
Let me go
I've
get
seen
it.
the- I've seen the list on
Yeah.
Letterboxd though.
Did
So
you
good.
see,
It's so cool.
you see Jackson's name?
Oh, I hate you so much. Jackson. I hate you.
Oh, nice.
We're still friends.
High
I
edition.
hate you.
Ooh,
I
I
have
love
the
that.
cover.
cover.
That's such
I
a
have
cool
that cover.
cover.
I have the edition.
And then, yeah, the thing is,
We're having show and tell right now. chat.
yeah, like I just recently passed like seeing 100 of the 1001 movies in here, which I was personally surprised by. But then I realized, wait, I'm not even in my 20s, so yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
22 years old. I'm still single.
Nice.
But yeah, very, very pretty.
I was just looking at my Letterboxd stats yesterday, and I found the 1,000 movies before you die to see. I've seen 302 of them.
Wow.
It's not
Oh,
bad.
dude, let me look at mine.
Honestly, I think
So,
I'm
like,
curious now.
So I've
in
seen
2021,
30%.
This year, I'm doing a goal called 100 plus films I've never seen project 2021. I've been doing that. I watched 167 films that I've not seen this year. On the Letterboxd, you have not. Okay. Okay. Wow, that was fun. Showing off all our collections. Nick, I have the Friday 13
No one
box
even knows
set
what
right
it
here.
is.
Okay.
Oh, wow, Nick is
I
fun.
lied though. This is not. That's actually not the coolest box that I
Where'd
have.
you come from?
Jackson, we're still friends. Okay.
All right.
I'm
I
at
don't
273
like that boy.
movies. Holy
Oh, you
crap.
got Game of Thrones?
Yo, no way.
This is other than the last season, it's not great.
no.
I mean, I like the last
Yeah.
season more than a lot of people. The last episode was terrible.
Okay, Jackson, stop
But
showing your
yes,
Converse.
The Shadow
Don't care about
box set.
Converse.
I told my mom, I was like, I want Game of Thrones, like the complete series of Game of Thrones on Blu-ray, right? And not this set. It was like the kind of cheapy set. And then she bought me this, and I was like, oh, okay. Like this is. She's like, is this not what you wanted? I'm like, no, this is better.
Yeah, jeez.
So that's
way
like
to
the
go.
only like really cool thing that I own, but I have to keep it like in my closet because it's so big and it's heavy. You can't put it anywhere.
I have some boxes in my closet, so I have the Casablanca,
for the record,
Wind.
I keep clothes in my closet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
really
look.
quickly, I want to mention about this.
I keep
This
dead bodies in mine.
has Solo in it, so I'm really not looking forward to that.
Don't watch that
I
one.
have
Yeah,
this-
well,
I have
just
these
scribble
things
it.
that
Just
you own.
scribble it. You'll never know the difference.
No,
Just
I
rip that page
can't.
out. Just rip that page out.
It's
Yeah.
like watching the movie Happiness.
Just leave it at 1,000 movies. You
Yeah,
don't need to watch
1,000
1,001.
or add your own. Add Happy Feet to the mix.
Yeah.
Do not do that. That movie
Okay,
is
Jackson, why do you
Yeah.
have your Converse on right now?
So this is my shoe. I put it on my foot. I wear it. It looks nice. It really looks nice on my foot, and people
This is
compliment
a
it all
lens
the time.
cap, so it's called Walking On. I love that lens. Yeah.
Man, I love this. Whose house is bigger than whose house? My house is not bigger than anybody's house.
Well, I don't live in a house, so joke's on you.
I live
I
in
live
an apartment.
This isn't even my house. It's a stranger's house. They don't discover me.
I'm at an Arby's right now, so I
What
don't
is
know.
going on right now?
All right, Bernardo, what was your movie? What was your
The Fellini
what was
box
your one
set,
year?
right?
Oh, the Fellini box set. That's right. You're gonna.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what you're gonna
essential
get.
for any box set. But and the other one is the Dietrich and Stoneberger. Von Stoneberg sent me that on box set. That one. That includes Lady in Shanghai, I believe. Some Shanghai Express. There we go. That's what it's called. I want to get that. I was planning to get that on July 7th, but I didn't have it because I want to save money. Then I want food. I need food.
Why?
Yeah.
You just eat your Criterion.
So yeah, essential Fellini box set. I want to get that. Also, I really want to get the Bergman box set, but that's later on. That's like in the future. I'm like, not yet. I'm not ready to pull the trigger on the Bergman box set. I wish.
All right, so Bernardo's starting his crowdfunding for his Fellini box set. Everybody, so be sure to donate.
No, I have a job.
I'm not saying you don't have a job. What I'm saying
I
is
do have a job.
he needs to eat and buy the Fellini, is what we're hearing. So
Yeah.
Uh,
I bet you could get it if you
That's
sell
great.
off most of your Criterions that you have now. You
No.
sell them off,
I'm not good at that, to be
yeah,
honest.
there you go.
you can sell Michelle that Red River.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, she'll take that.
No.
He was deep in thought about that.
No, I will not. I will not. I will never
guys wanna
sell my
hear something? This
Oh,
is really random. But speaking of selling something that's out of print, I used to own the digibook for the 1930s King Kong.
Mm.
I still there.
Oh, so get this. It's going for like $100 nowadays. Like I sold it for a way cheaper price. I'm like, oh, like why did I sell it? I'm like beating myself up for it. It's that and the Citizen Kane digibook, but I'm kind of over that now since the Criterion's coming out. It's a beautiful digibook. I love it. I got it at Barnes & Noble.
I got it on my local HEB.
Anyways. Ooh, nice.
Funny story. I got it in my local grocery store for $10.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's
Wow,
amazing.
really?
That's a great find. I got On the Waterfront from Costco, the Criterion.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they used to do
random
that, right?
person.
Back in the day.
I used to love when Costco actually sold movies.
Me too. They
They
had
don't
good
do that
prices.
anymore, right?
Yeah, that's where I got my West Side Story.
Yeah, I got On the Waterfront Criterion there. Nice. That's the one. I got that one from Costco.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay,
That's pretty
that's
cool.
everything. Any concerns, questions? I don't know. What have you? This is live stream. I don't care. We can have fun.
I want to
Um,
mention one movie if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
I watched this movie, The Thief, or just Thief, Michael
I
Mann.
need to do that. I need to
Talk
do
about a guy that made his first movie hot out the gate and then just kind of fizzled a little bit shortly after. But the soundtrack to this is fantastic. That I ordered the vinyl that's out on Mondo.
Nice.
So that'll be here either tomorrow or the next day. Amazon
That's
keeps
awesome.
teasing me. But
That's
this
so cool.
movie, if you like the movie Drive, this is a huge inspiration for the movie Drive. So I'm going to say Drive is better, but this movie has the same vibes and everything. This movie is very old school in the way that men and women treat one another. I'll just say that. So it's very funny. But yeah, I just watched that one and enjoyed it. So
Awesome. That's another title that has been my radar for a long time. That's been my wish list for a long time. So there's so many Night to Remember titles that I want, basically.
Yeah.
In one particular, I've been eyeing on for the longest time was the Red Shoes, because now this is not going to come out in 4K. It was, great. Where is it? I have a list in my phone. Hold on. The one I've been wanting to get is Brazil. I really want to get Brazil.
Oh, so good. Such a good
always
release.
expensive. Like, come on.
I think my Night to Remember is going to be like Black Stallion and Blue is the Warmest Color. Those two movies are going to be my Night to Remembers, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah,
Night to Remembers.
my
I
Night
love
to
how that's
Remember is
become the
Brazil.
nickname. I think that's so funny.
Yeah.
I bought mine like 2
Here
sales
comes
ago.
Mr. Jordan.
but-
I know. I own Night to
Yeah.
Remember, and I've seen it, and that's still like I feel like it's just now the Night to Remember. That's just what it's called.
Yeah, I could have
Yeah.
sworn I had one, but now I can't think of it.
I
and-
don't know what mine
Al,
is
do you know what the
now.
Night to Remembers is? You know what that is?
no, I don't know.
That's the in one of my videos. It's the Criterion that you always mean to buy, but you never get it.
Oh
And
my
so-
gosh.
Yeah, so many. But like
I was
for
like,
the
I gotta
longest
list the
time,
40
ever
movies right here.
since I started collecting, it's Night to Remember because ever since I started collecting, I saw the title and I'm like, oh my gosh, a black and white movie on the Titanic? Yes, please. And I never got it. And then finally, during the pandemic, I bought it. But it's still called the Night to Remember's. Like, what's your Night to Remember kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm
Mine right now is Brazil. That's my new Night
Oh,
to
nice.
Remember.
My mom hates that movie, Bernardo.
Mine's
She
High School Thieves, probably.
Brazil. She despises it. Like she says that, like that for a while, that was like the worst movie she'd ever seen, according to her.
Wow,
Like even worse than The
bold
Room.
statement from your
And
mother.
she's seen that thing all the way through.
Hey,
I'm gonna
that should
say-
be on
Look.
Criterion.
going to say
My
mine is
mom
Paris, Texas.
Doesn't like movies.
Oh,
Paris,
yeah.
My mom doesn't like
Texas.
superhero movies, so.
I've heard a lot of good things about that one, actually.
I put that movie back so many times because I'm just like, I'm not in the mood for it
Yeah.
at that moment. But I'll buy other stuff that I'm not in the mood for either, and it's just like I'm neglecting this great movie.
That was the Red Shoes. That was for me. The Red Shoes. It's like I mean, I love that cover. That cover always intrigued me. I always put it back. No. There's other times.
In all reality, 12 Angry
Yeah.
Men was one of those as well. So
That was definitely one, yeah.
That was,
Yeah, you
that
guys-
was literally the first
you guys
one I
helped
bought.
me. You guys helped me get over that threshold, so I appreciate
Yes.
that. So-
Yeah, you're welcome.
You watch it. It's so
Funny enough, mine might actually be, and I kid you not, it might actually be House. I've every time I've seen that Criterion, I've always been
Jackson just throws
curious
his
just
shirt
because
off.
it looks so weird, and then Jackson tells me about it, and I've seen clips of it now, and now I'm just kind of like, should
Watch
I
it.
buy it?
Please.
Bernardo,
watching
you may
on
own it, but
October.
do you wear it? That's the question.
Mhm.
What did you say?
You may own it, but do you wear it?
Do you wear the shirt?
Yes, I do. It's in the laundry.
Well,
That's
touche
funny.
then. Good job.
That's funny.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
thought you could have sworn you had that shirt, Bernardo.
I do
Nice
have that
Jackson.
shirt, but it's in the laundry right now.
Go get it. I'm just kidding.
Adult life. I know, Jackson. Yeah, it's adult life. I mean, you have
The
to
quote of the night is going to be Bernardo saying, "I know, Jackson."
I know. We know.
Like you two are competing to like have the.
Oh my gosh, what is?
Great movie.
Love
I love
that
that
movie
movie.
so much.
Oh, I don't.
my
That's
God.
okay. No, that's my night to remember. That is my night to remember.
The Passion
my
of Joan
new
of Arc.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've
Seen
seen.
it?
I've seen it and everything.
had
I
that in your
just don't
pile,
get
like,
it.
3
I-
times.
Dude,
man.
I
We
saw
talked
Exactly.
about
So good.
The thing is, I saw this
Exactly.
movie like recently before the sale, and I loved it so much that I was like, "Yes, I need to own this."
I need to
Like,
get it.
The picture
So
quality in
good.
it is incredible.
I
I've
know,
seen
like,
both
honestly,
halves. Have
this is the
never
movie
sat
that was
through the
able
whole
to make
thing.
silent films
Oh my
like
gosh.
maybe like
Wow.
finally click for me because like
At least
Yeah.
you've seen it all the way through. Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
good.
So
so good.
It's a movie that I
One
always
is
tell
bad.
myself I'll get it. I always say like, it's one of that thought process where if I have enough money, I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be my extra one, and then it's never my extra one. I always get a different one because I'm getting excited about another title, so I never get it.
But you
Well,
know
that was
what?
always
I'm
available
so
on
happy
streaming.
that you picked up the Cameraman.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
there's my list, guys. I mean,
Oh my
for crying
Wow.
gosh,
out-
guys.
That's crazy.
for crying out loud, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, good lord.
Okay, so I have a question.
I know Bernardo.
Want me to
I
share
know
my
Bernardo.
screen on my Criterion wish list? I can share my screen.
I
It's
have
long. It's
I have
really
a
long.
huge
Oh my
I have a huge
God.
question for you guys though. And this is one that we've never
Fair
even
question.
addressed ever, I don't think. What is one criterion that you own that you feel like you won't watch for a long time? That's just sitting there and you're just like, "Nah, not today."
Hopscotch.
Showa. Oh, nice.
Well, it's got to be one that you haven't seen. How about that?
For me,
One that you haven't
it's
seen.
Showa. It's Showa only because it's a 9-hour documentary, and I know how heavy it is. And it's not one. It's not one that I don't want to see. It's one that I had to make the time for it, and I had to mentally prepare for it. That's the only reason I haven't seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, that
you
makes
definitely
sense.
have to do both of those.
Yes.
You know
yes.
what? Barry Lyndon.
Yeah, dude, Barry Lyndon. Oh, I have a
I
bad
love
experience
this
with that movie.
So
love
good.
it.
It's such a good movie.
So
I'm-
good, so good. But it's just one-time watch, really.
No, I can watch that
I
movie
love-
anytime. I'm not joking
good.
either. I love
But
that.
another
movie.
one,
Because
I'm not
Jackson
gonna- I
loves
probably
Kubrick. Like
not
he'll
gonna
watch
rewatch.
Kubrick over and over and over and over again.
I'm gonna say
I don't think
Wildlife.
I'm ever gonna rewatch this again.
Wildlife. Is that the one with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah. I bought it, but I don't like movies I don't like stories about like broken families and stuff like that. It's just something I don't
Okay.
like.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things like I want to see it because Paul Dano directed it. And then
Paul
it's got
Dano.
Carey Mulligan
Right?
and it's got Jake
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal.
Nope. Thank you.
So
No
but yeah.
gracias. No gracias.
I didn't love Wildlife personally, but
You didn't like it? Okay.
I didn't love it. I watched it, and it was one of those movies where I watched it and I was like, that was it? Like that's what everyone's talking about?
I'm not seeing it, so
It's just one of those movies for me.
Yeah, I bought it simply because of the people involved.
Yeah,
really.
that's totally fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan. So I
Same.
like him.
he should have nominated for Nightcrawler.
He's
Should've
such a great
nominated.
actor. He's one of my favorites of today for sure.
Yeah, I think as soon as they start putting, and I think Nick was the one that said this, but as soon as they start putting more Denis
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve, yeah, movies
Enemy.
on Criterion, yeah.
Enemy would be great. Prisoners would be Prisoners. I think is a
Prisoners-
little mainstream, but
Prisoners
Enemy is the one that I want.
Still the best movie, and it was filmed
Yeah,
not
I
too
love
far away
Prisoners.
from where I live.
Gosh,
So,
Prisoners
That's
is
so
such a good
cool.
movie.
Have you ever been to the filming locations, Al?
I've been to some. Like I used to. The cool thing is I used to live out in Chicago,
Mhm.
and I went to the filming locations of the record store in High Fidelity, and I saw the
Oh, that's
Home Alone
nice.
house, of course.
Oh my gosh, that's on my bucket list.
It's it's kind of it's awesome, but it's kind of a letdown at the same time because
That's fair.
they it's not Christmased out. So if you want to see it, go when it's snowing. But it's still a little different because it was 20 plus years ago. So or right at
I've been
20
to the
years ago.
Nightmare on Elm Street house. That's my
Nice.
claim to fame.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is sick.
And the Exorcist stairs. I've been to the stairs. the
Oh,
long-
Yeah, I've been there.
That's cool.
I wanna
Been
visit
there.
that.
That's in
I wanna
Nice.
visit- you know what's funny? Funny
Alexandria or
enough,
Georgetown.
it's my favorite movie of all time, but I haven't visited the Myers house. I want to. I just haven't
I
visited.
want
it.
to too.
Yeah.
So Bernardo, we'll have to go together.
Where is
Yeah,
it?
we have to. We have to.
We'll have to go together and do like a vlog or something.
Where is it located?
It's
The
in
Myers
California.
Oh, no way. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep.
One day, because
yeah.
I would, for the longest time, I know we had to plan this together, like go to Criterion shopping all together. That'd be a dream.
Oh,
You know, I'm in Texas. We're all in different locations and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm busy with my shopper and all that.
You know what's sad? You
Like,
guys want to hear
what
something
dream-
that's so sad? Jackson and I have become really good friends, and I still have yet to meet him in person.
Whoa, no way.
I have not met him in person.
Does not determine friendship.
It's going to be a glorious day when I get to meet him in person.
I've never even
You're gonna have like slow motion hugging Bunny and hugging each other.
Wait, Chariots of Fire.
What are you
Slow
talking?
mo, like walking.
Like the scene from Notebook. Like,
In high school, that Chariots of Fire deserved best picture over Raiders, and I was like, dude, you'll never convince me.
Okay, Chariots of Fire is a great movie.
My dad doesn't think so.
But yeah, I disagree with that now. But anyways, like it's a great movie still.
Yeah,
Nate,
he's like, dude, you don't believe me, dude. It's so much more than the running on the beach. And I was like,
But
it's Raiders.
Okay, touche. Too freaking
so
shape, but still.
he's had this passion for a long time. Nate, and everybody on this call, but I know Nate for sure likes Harry Potter.
Yeah. What makes you say that? No.
just a couple things. I went to the studios right outside of London.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That's on my bucket list too.
And it is worth the trip. I didn't go specifically for that. I was on a trip
we can
for
go
other
together,
reasons.
Nathan.
Yes, Bernardo, let's do it.
And it is
I wanna go too.
awesome. They really do it upright, and there's grown men and women walking around in their wizard, like I'm talking about 50-year-old people
That's
walking around
awesome.
their wizard
That's
That's
amazing.
And,
I want to be like that when I'm 50.
I wore
Yeah.
mine at Harry Potter World, but I'm 24. But still, I think that's amazing.
Dude, when you're 65, Nate, you're still gonna be doing it.
I will still have that Hogwarts robe, 100%.
No, dude, come on.
Hufflepuff for life.
I'll be like badges for life, and like I don't know, push a kid or
But
something.
you can get your picture taken on the train, and they have the green screen and everything, and
so cool.
and they have just the platform, everything, and everybody's taking. So make sure you bring somebody to take pictures. I went by myself because I was on a work trip, and I went out there by myself.
What a cool work trip! What the heck?
Yeah.
Right. I had to go to Berlin and then London. So,
oh man, that's terrible. How dare they
drag.
make you do
I'm
that?
telling you,
Wow.
them the breaks, right? So I went over there by myself, and I bought this little like package deal to where they drive you on a bus that's like skinned up for Harry Potter, double-decker bus skinned up for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And I missed the bus by like 2 minutes. So I took an Uber out there, and I was like, "All right, it's an extra $100. Who cares? It's a ride. I'm going to the thing." So I went out there. I got there before the bus did. So I went through the tour before the bus even got there, and I don't know. It took me about an hour or so to get through there, and then the bus got there, and I was like waiting on them, and I was like, "I'm gonna go." Well, then none of their cash machines were working. Nothing. You had to have cash to get on another ride, and I got stranded out there. And they took sympathy on the poor American.
What a place to
get
get stranded at.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But they had sympathy, and they gave me a free bus ride back to the city. So it was really nice. The people out there were great. But yeah, I mean, it was fantastic from the get go. So do take somebody with you though.
I just realized the name tags right now, so I'm feeling really guilty right now, or sad, or depressed. So at least I own 8.5 and La Social Vida on Criterion on Blu-ray. So yes, I'll be getting the Essential Infinity set, and I'm showing off to you guys to prove that I own it. I do not own it. I need to own that. So yeah.
But the Criterion, by the way, that that's on my shelf that I'm just like, nah, I'm very hesitant to watch is The Blob.
It's so good, dude.
It's a movie that I feel like is for me, but every time I go to watch it, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. And right now, because I'm participating in Hitchcock Month, and I'm watching a lot of his movies for the first time, and it's like it's a really cool experience. Like to me, I just don't see myself watching any Criterion for a little bit. So.
That's great.
What'd you say, Nate? What'd you say?
Oh, I think I just said
April
welcome
Friday.
to the club. Like, yes, thank you. I love Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah,
Well, Nate kind of forced me. Nate
I
was like,
just recently have seen Vertigo and North by
"Yep,
Northwest.
I saw Vertigo too for the first time."
So heavy.
Overrated. I'm just
Hey,
joking.
shut up.
I was-
Sorry, Nathan. Give Rebecca another chance.
There's so
Hey,
many
isn't
fighting
Taco
words.
Bell calling you?
Nathan,
Calling me.
give Rebecca
Stop
another
calling
chance,
me.
Nathan.
Sorry, that was stupid. Okay.
Nate basically forced me. He's like, "Yo, we're gonna do this Hitchcock stream, and I want you to be in it, but you can't be in it if you don't know any Hitchcock." And I'm like, "Well, I love Rear Window." He's like, "Well, you have to watch more than Rear Window, but it's Rear Window." And he's like, "I don't care. You have to watch more than Rear Window." And so I've been
Exactly
watching
how I said it. Word for word, all of that.
And I'm pretty sure recently it's like the 45th anniversary of Notorious or
Don't
something.
worry, Nathan. I have seen.
Notorious.
Oh, nice.
Notorious is
Everything
the
is
Criterion
dark.
release, and that movie
Yeah.
is really good.
I should see it.
Claude Rains is really scary in that movie, and I love it for that.
You guys
reason.
got me wanting to watch a movie now, so it's like,
Watch
Yeah.
Hitchcock film.
I'm
You
wanting to
got
watch
to, Al.
a movie. Period. Right now.
Yeah.
Me too.
You gotta watch. I'm gonna watch Frenzy tonight, which is exciting.
And I think
Uh,
that was
all right.
the next
Yeah.
film.
Not a big fan of that one, but you'll probably like it.
Yeah, it's a horror movie, and that's what I'm excited for. And I've read the synopsis of it, and it's
I'm going to
really a
see
horror
stage
movie.
fright.
it's like a criminal.
The genre
type of,
is
like-
horror, but it's not horror by today's
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I mean, none of his
Yeah.
movies are horror. None of them.
Except for
So,
Psycho.
like, that's the thing.
Psycho's definitely.
Yeah,
a
Psycho's
horror
definitely
movie.
horror.
Okay, Psycho is a horror movie. I
And The Birds is like
stand
a
corrected, but
Big movie, kind of.
Birds. I didn't really like
B
the
for
Birds,
I like
boring.
to be honest.
I like it.
I didn't like it that much. It
B
was
for
just
Birds.
not really for me.
Hey, Nathan.
It's
Yes.
better
I
than Birdemic.
want you to give Rebecca another chance. 'Cause that's a great one. Rebecca.
Oh no, yeah,
Rebecca?
I've seen it 3 times. I need to give it a 4th time. I think I've seen it 3 times.
Fourth
Yeah,
time's the
okay.
charm. Yeah.
4th
I
time's
saw-
the charm. 76 times the charm. Please, I want to like this movie.
That's like
You're
No,
watching
yeah.
it at 85. I still don't understand.
I know. I'm like, why do I keep rewatching this? Like,
That's when I watched Game of Thrones. I had the flu at one point a long time ago, and somebody was like, "You gotta watch Game of Thrones." So I started it, and I got a text. It was Brandon on the show, and I texted him. I was like, "Hey man, how many do I have to watch to like this?" And he's like, "How many you watched?" I said, and I just put it in the number 4. And he said, "Give it a couple more episodes." I said, "It takes more than 4 seasons." He's like, "No, stop, just stop."
No, you wanna hear something funny? So a couple years ago, that's when I kind of really got into Game of Thrones, and I texted my parents, and I'm like, "You guys should watch this." Like, because I know my stepdad, and I was like, he would love this show. My mom starts watching it, and she uses my HBO account and everything, which is cool. And she starts watching it, and she's like, "I don't like this show. There's too many characters. I don't know why. There's too many plots going on." It's like, Mom, that's a show.
great
Like,
reason.
what are you talking about? And then so she stopped watching it. Fast forward to like the end of 2020, my dad starts watching it. And then my mom's like, "Nick, why didn't you tell us about this show?" I'm like, "Me? I told you about it. You told me you didn't like it flat out." But yeah, 4 seasons and not liking it, then it's obviously not a show for you.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Wow. Well, it's going on for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Wow, this is a great live stream. This is my best live stream I've ever been on.
It's been a blast.
Maybe
Yeah, it's been a
the
blast,
previous
man.
past live stream I've been is all by myself and always in an hour, under an hour, because I'm all alone. So this is great.
Well,
Thank
thanks for
Nathan.
having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for having. I think Nathan's going to live stream his whole 24-hour live.
Oh gosh.
I will not do that.
Maybe someday.
I would be there. I would be there for most of it. I wouldn't be there for all.
That's
of it.
what
Yeah.
AJ Reacts did. Did you not know that? He did the
I
24-hour
saw that,
movie
yeah.
challenge,
That was
Yeah,
but he
crazy.
did a
crazy.
24-hour stream for it. Like, that's insane. I couldn't do
I
it.
saw that.
I'd be
well, thanks.
sleeping through like 4 hours of it. It'd be just me knocked out.
I can't even do it. My brain doesn't work like that anymore. I have to sleep because back in the day when I was in teenager years, I can do that. I can stay up 24 hours. Now
Mhm.
I can't. My
I
brain
mean,
doesn't work
I
anymore.
felt like I did good.
Although I do it
this
every year, but yeah.
Like I
still
did good this year as opposed to last year. Jackson was a lot of fun. We text him, we're like, "Jackson," and he'd be like, "We didn't hear anything for hours." We're like, "Well, I guess he's sleeping."
We're like, no, he's gone.
Oh, one
And then
day.
you wake up a
Yeah,
couple hours
it's
later,
so
like, I
dramatic.
totally fell asleep,
Yeah.
guys.
And I think I'm gonna try to do the one next year because like
Sweet.
I was gonna
I hope
try
I can
to
do the one next year.
I was
Taking
gonna
a
try-
chance.
I don't know.
Yeah.
After graduation, because I'm graduating on March 2022. So after
Nice.
graduation, I might do the 24-hour movie marathon because I haven't done one
Nice,
since
dude.
2014 or 15.
That's about when I did my original one. It was like 2013, I think, when I did my original. It's awful.
That video was cringe.
Yeah, we're not allowed to watch it.
Thanks, Bernardo. That's thanks.
We can react it right now.
Wait, isn't that
It's
the one where you
private.
eat a lot of corn dogs?
Yeah, it's definitely private. You guys can't see it.
That's the
I
one.
want to
Okay,
see it
okay.
so bad.
I've seen it.
Let me see it. I
Speaking
don't
of corn dogs, I think I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. But
Like- What's the
Taco Bell
last
is
one of yours? Like
calling me.
1,000 subscribers. Instead of like releasing your 50 favorite movies,
Yeah!
release
Dude,
stuff
that's what it should've
No!
been. That's what it should have been. You missed an opportunity. All right,
I
10,000.
did not
Let me
miss
get
an
to 10,000 subs.
Hey, Taco Bell, you're calling me? You want me to come get food from you? Okay. All right, I can manage.
Hey, tell Taco Bell to quit ignoring my texts.
Hey, I'm not
Not
driving.
in Criterion Collection. Keep ignoring me. No, but
I'm
for real,
looking
guys,
at it.
Bernardo, it's been a blast. I'm gonna get going. I
Yeah.
think I'm actually gonna check out Stage Fright in honor of Patricia Hitchcock, who passed away today. So
Oh, yeah,
yeah, check
that's
her
right.
out. Super.
Wait, I'm looking at my 24-hour movie rental. When did I get that video? It's been a long time. I was at 15.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it?
I'm gonna go watch Frenzy and eat food because all this Taco Bell talk is making me really hungry.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's all
going
go
to
to
watch
Taco Bell.
Dial In for Murder, and I'm going to go
Yes!
to Taco Bell to do it.
Such a good
Same.
movie.
Taco Bell is disgusting. Don't ask.
I can send Dial In for Murder.
I'm
It
mad
was
at you,
last
Michelle.
year.
That's a great one.
bad about Taco Bell.
All right.
That's my 2 cents. I'll see
Okay, I
everybody
done.
later.
It was 5 years
You're
ago.
embarrassing yourself defending
Like 16.
Taco Bell, man.
Yeah. Okay. Have a good one. Thank you for
Yeah,
watching.
Go, thank you for
dude.
having me. Thank you so much.
Yes,
So
thank you,
subscribe to
Bernardo.
this beautiful people. It's on the link below. There's links, channels, whatever. So I'm studying right now.
It's
You're
okay.
good, dude.
Okay.
You're fine.
Good
It
night.
was a blast. Have a good night,
Bye.
guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank